University of...
Okay, we're going live. Okay.
Well, don't go live. Are we live?
Don't go live. We're on. You can pause your video if you need to. On Zoom.
Hello! Okay, well, we live, I guess. Welcome to the University of the Underground birthday party. We always tend to make these very exciting events happen where we don't know really how to make work our live streaming. Anyway, Victoria is with me there. We're gonna meet with all of our former students. You're gonna meet as well with some of our teachers, and we're gonna kind of remember what these past 4 years have been about. I mean, the University of the Underground, we stand for free, pluralistic and transnational education. And let me tell you, it's been a journey. It's been an incredible journey. Running this charity together with a plethora of incredible talent, humans, yeah, so it's my greatest pleasure actually to kind of like give you some insight about it, and then we yeah, I guess we're just gonna wait for everyone to turn up. You will be meeting with each students students and teachers every single 3 minutes, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just waiting for everybody to turn up. And actually, to do that, you will be able as well to ask live question into the YouTube. If you have any questions specifically for any of our former students, but also our teachers. But really, this is about celebrating to still be going on, after 4 years. I don't think none of us, when we started this adventure, thought that it will last even more than 6 months. So it would be nice to kind of hear from the perspective of some of the teachers as well as to how they experience it all. And then, of course, we're going to share some pictures of journeys going to Cairo, going to New York, but also in our headquarters in Amsterdam. And here I'm in the middle of the village underground. This is a train. I mean, let me just show you while we are there and we are waiting for everybody. This is a train actually, and it's on the top of a nightclub, and it's called Village Underground, on the top of a nightclub in London. And they have been some of our former, creator of the University of the Underground, this nightclub, together with the Mercantile in Amsterdam. And we transfer as well our friend who jumped into the opportunity of making this a reality when this was just a crazy idea at the beginning, to kind of like think about doing a university from scratch, which would be free, pluralistic, and transnational. And then, of course, there is Sandberg Institute that joined in, and we're going to meet with Jürgen Bay, with the director of the Sandberg Institute, that actually made it possible that we had a master for the first years. Anyway, I'm going to stop here and just wait for everybody to join us. Do make sure that you send us some questions as we go along and as we meet with each of these incredible humans that made this whole journey possible. And then, yes, let's wait for them to arrive. And as they arrive, I'm going to And we are back. We are back live, and we are having some glitches. So we're gonna, as expected, right? I mean, Adriana, what else was there to expect than glitches throughout the entire process?
There's no party without technical difficulties, right?
I mean, what a party, what a start to a party with already the first glitches, something already breaking down the internet. And we are back. We are back live, and we are having... Am I hearing myself now? Oh my God. So we're gonna, as expected, right? I mean, yeah. So Anna Maria and Alex, are you there? Andriana, do you mind jumping in? To a party with... I'm gonna put jump in, start to roll while I'm trying to sort out this like technical issue. Well, everybody,
what do I have to do?
Well, just tell us about your time at the University of the Underground and what happened with you. Like, where did you go? What did you do? And why is this a celebration to be 4 years in doing charity work? Because I know that you run a charity too. So, every single year is a celebration.
I mean, communication is important. I do not run a charity. It is more activism than it is charity. I think it's quite important to say the times that we live in where whiteness needs to be called out in the world. So University of the Underground is a crazy ride for everyone, I think. I don't even know where to start. I don't think a sentence can fathom it all because it is about experiences, isn't it? It's about designing experiences. So it's really hard to pinpoint for someone who hasn't been there. But the one thing that I can say for sure is that since doing the short course in New York, I definitely, my life has definitely solidified more in political talk. I allowed myself to do that more after.
And right now you're live in Cyprus, right?
I am in Nicosia, 200 meters away from the border with the Turkish part of Cyprus. There's lockdown here. We send messages to go out.
Yes.
Where are you? You look like you're in London.
I mean, look, I am in London, but actually I'm just realizing a few of our guests are arriving as well, Adriana. And since we are a bit behind on our schedule, everybody, because of course, drama always happens at the University of the Underground, we have Jürgen Bay with us. Jürgen, are you there? Oh, he disappeared. He was there and he disappeared for some reason. I saw him and he's gone. Okay, well, if he's gone, then we're going to jump straight in with Anna Maria. I think you were the first on the list. Anna Maria, where are you? In Berlin, am I right? I think I need to ask you to unmute. We can't hear you, Anna Maria.
Now?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. Great. Hey. How many are we? No.
I mean, we're going to keep rolling. It's every single 3 minutes there is a new of you. So it's going to be crazy throughout. So it's like a full rollout of all of you coming in. So Anna Maria, tell us, you were one of the first, you're this cohort, 2017, 2019. And this was an expedition. I mean, this was epic, right? So you actually graduated with a master. And you were in the core of a basement. You actually did learn your classes in a basement.
That's true. That's true.
Do you have any good memories and bad memories of the basement?
There's a mix of both, I would say. But yeah, should I tell the good memories? The good memories, of course, are the people that were with me in the course, the tutors, but as well as the students. And some friendships that got out of that basement into reality, and then that keep on blooming. So I think that's the most important thing that you take from those years, the connections you make, I would say. And now I moved back to Berlin in the second half of last year, and I'm founding an art collective here together with 3 other women. And we got a huge project space of 180 square meters in an old factory.
Amazing.
And I'm busy with this and creating the structure for it, getting the right fundings. That's what I'm doing right now.
That's amazing, Anna Maria. I mean, we're all going to come and squat in Berlin as soon as this is all over. I mean, I'm talking about Corona times, right? Now that we know that we have like a big property of 100 meters square available in Berlin, we're going to crash there, or we might crash in where? Pennsylvania, right? Where are you, Alex?
No, I'm in South Carolina right now.
Okay, completely wrong.
Yes, you can crash though. I mean, I got space and a floral couch for anyone. Yeah.
Join. So tell us, I mean, Alex, you were also like Anna Maria, same year, 2017, 2019. You graduated with a Master Design of Experience from Sandberg. And now you're going to work on your PhD. Yeah. I'm going to work at my PhD at Leiden University and the Royal Academy of the Arts in The Hague. And I'm just continuing my master's thesis research, really. And what is your master's thesis about? Because I think there is like some new students as well there that don't know you. I mean, I know Andriana, maybe you know Alex, or you've met Anna Maria before, but maybe Denise probably has never met you. You've not met a few people from the New York cohort, actually. Yeah, of course. My work is about Blackness and ecology. I think I'm starting to realize that what I'm doing is like called Black radical ecology, but I'm creating a fictional world within the relationship of the Arctic and Blackness to provide a space of resistance and trauma recovery called the Black Arctic. And so you were meant to go to the Arctic itself, right? Before. Yeah, I still am. Hopefully, I was supposed to go last fall, but Corona happened. So it got pushed back to this fall. So if Corona doesn't happen again, I should be going this year. So, well, that's also something to look forward to, seeing you going in the Arctic. Jürgen, I can see you're there. Can we see you, Jürgen Bay is with us. Jürgen, you were, I mean, did you ever believe, so Jürgen, did you ever believe, so Jürgen Bay, everybody, is one of the key reasons why this university is celebrating its 4th birthday today. It wouldn't have been anything if it wasn't for you believing in the project at the beginning, right, Jürgen? And did you ever thought it would last 4 years?
Well, the wish was, of course, that it would last for longer. So it's on its way, I guess. It's still running, up and running, which is important.
Still running. And where are you, Jürgen?
I'm at the Sandberg, but I was trying to get in, but I didn't get in. But now I'm on my way out. But I just give you some little words.
Yeah.
And my health.
Is that for us? Is that for our birthday party that you put together some like vegetables and this is too generous?
It's all nice, not vegetables, but fruits.
This is a very interesting angle, you know, Jürgen, to put us like this on the base table.
I know. That's because
Do you want to show us the place a bit? Again, like some of the people who are here don't know, and like Sandberg Institute, we are in Amsterdam, everyone. Well, look at this. And there is some
it's like we're turning with the speed of the earth right now. So hopefully I can now stand.
So, well, look, Jürgen, it's very nice to see you. And we miss you greatly.
Well, you're missed also, but I'm sure you're heading on and I'm forwarding, and it's nice to see you got the whole bunch together. Nice thinking, nice people.
Well, with that in mind, we're gonna give them the mic. Actually, Ibra, you're there. I can see you, Ibra. Hey,
hello. How you
Ibra,
doing?
you are also in Amsterdam.
No, I'm gone.
You gone? I'm like putting
Yes.
the Amsterdam crew together, but no.
Yeah, I was there when nobody was there. It was very sad. I missed everyone, literally. I was alone in the University of the Undergrounds.
See, Anna Maya, you had it hard, but like Ibra was literally on his own, like the guardian of the basement. So Ibra, where are you now?
I'm in Strasbourg at my mom's place.
Everybody is doing good.
Everything is okay. I was thinking about you yesterday because I had a huge fight with my mom, and I was like, that could have happened with Nelly. No. That actually happened with Nelly.
Yeah. So, but Ibra, like, you know, what do you have any pictures actually? Because we received some pictures from all of you. I wonder if I don't have like what we're thinking about, like good memories or bad memories from New York.
I was supposed to actually look into it and
do we have like, because you and Adriana actually worked together, and what did you do when you were in New York?
We became friends first and foremost. I think it's something I wanted to flag this project of yours, because so far everyone that I met through the University of the Underground was great, which is I mean, invaluable, because these are people that, that I will keep as friends, I believe, for the rest of my life, you know, and people I can work with. And so with Andrea now, we just clicked, and we had similar questions. I guess at the time when I actually came to New York, I was a bit lost. And meeting her, Zana, Asma, so many other people sort of put me back on track. And so we made this sort of short film with Andriana's camera, where we just went through existential questions, really, in New York. And I guess up until that point, I never went to the US, and I was very like I had a bad idea about the US, to be honest, just because of the political climate and everything. And I sort of, my mind on what my opinion changed after that, knowing that a place is not necessarily reflecting all the spirits that inhabit that place. So the movie was about that, really, just figuring out your own stuff, but more so bringing light to it in a creative manner, let's say. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for this word of wisdom, Ibra. So you found yourself in New York, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you lose yourself every now and then, you know. But that was one of the milestones, I'd say, in my life. Yeah.
I can see there is some other from the crew of New York, so I might just like ask you to pop in. Where are you, Denise? You were also in New York. Did you lose yourself in New York? Found yourself again?
Yeah.
Oh, you're Denise. Sorry, we lost you. You were here. You gone?
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, hi everyone. Yes, I was in New York too, and I think that there were completely good experiences to me, and there were I think difficult times. I'm gonna call it like that because you know there's a new environment. You know that English is not my mother tongue, so it was challenging for me. And I think that my internet is gonna shut down. Sorry, and it was really challenging, but I learned, a lot from my classmates, from all the people in there. And yes, I think that I remember when when you interviewed with me, and for getting into the course, and you asked me something about, are you ready to stay in New York? And I was like, yeah, here Mexico City, it's a difficult city. So I used to think that New York City was was gonna be easier than here, but it wasn't. I think that it was really challenging, and I have that good memories, and I'm always, remembering that time when you asked me that, and I'm always laughing about it because I didn't have any idea of all the challenges that it would be happen to me there, and I'm happy, to stay here. Sorry, there's some noise, part of the of this type of, I don't know, of education. Sorry. Oh, sorry. And I think that it was a really good experiences. Now I keep in contact with Akash and Mar, and I feel really great.
And I'm just realizing as well, because I'm so late behind do we have turn as well? Because I know that some of you have to go, or Tom, who did I say what time? Because I'm completely lost at this point. You might as well just pop into the screen because it's complete chaos. Adriana, help me.
You are the mastermind of this demise. If I want to help you, what do I do? There's so many people I don't know here.
Well, so, I mean, we were in New York here, and then you were all working on a project about thinking beyond nation states. So you had to basically reinvent politics. Yeah, that was quite a big task for you. You went
Can we address Joel's afro, though, before we go into that?
I mean, yes, we have Joel
Sure.
here.
Sorry, I didn't think I would be free, but then I was. So here I am.
Yeah, that's quite an haircut that you've got right there.
Thank you.
So, I mean, Joel, you came from, you used to stay in your garage in the UK, and then you end up in New York. And then now you're back in your garage, but now you're basically the core of the internet, from what I understood. You're now controlling the internet, running like games and Twitch, right?
Yeah, well, I did. I recently lost my job, but yes, I did. I was a commentator on a contract for a very small video game that almost nobody played. And now I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm here.
But you're there, and that's the most important, and we're so happy to have you here with us celebrating this 4th year anniversary. Tommy, where are you? I want to introduce you to Tommy as well. I don't know if you know Tommy. You didn't have him as a teacher, but he's one of the brilliant teachers of the University of the Underground, and you run a program on artificial intelligence with the 2017-2019 crew.
Yeah, that's right. Seems like so long ago now. It seems like so much has changed.
What do you mean? How much things have changed?
Well, just 2017 seems like, a lifetime ago.
It's true.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm trying to find you some good pictures. Like this is a picture of 2019. Actually, can we see or can we not see? I don't even know what you guys are saying or not.
Yeah, we can see small.
You can?
No, well, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this was Alex in his early years. Do we have a picture? I'm just going to put you on the spot here while you're there. We might as well. What do I have? I have Alex here. Do I have like a Tom Burke picture? Tom Burke, where are you, Tom Burke? Hi, Tom Burke. Hey.
Hello. I'm here. I don't know how to say I'm just here.
You're here. I was trying to find a good picture of you from 2017, but...
I'll go on then.
Well, but while I'm looking for it, can you tell us where you are? Are you in your studio now?
No, I'm at home. I'm in Southeast London.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Nice to see all these faces.
What are you doing now, Tom?
That's a good question. I am doing a lot of reading, and friend and I, we put together a music studio just off Old Kent Road. So anyone who wants to come hang out, you're very welcome. And we make music and sound storytelling projects.
Whereabouts on Old Kent Road?
Just off Ilderton Road, opposite Lidl.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, it's opposite both a Lidl and an Aldi. So
wow.
Yeah, you got everything you need.
So now you're like, so, okay, so we understand you're in London now, but back in 2018, 2019, you went all the way to Chile with your wife.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Then you came back to us. I mean, there was a point in time when we thought you're going to stay there. I'm not going to lie. We were like, oh my God, is Tom Burke ever going to come back from his road trip?
Yeah. Well, there was probably a point in time. No, I mean, how could I have resisted coming back to Amsterdam, to the basement? We talked about the basement.
And what did you do there?
I made a film about an activist project that was happening on the ground in a place that was experiencing rapid desertification, and I made a film that documented and dramatized and interpreted the experience that was happening in the community there, which we then tried to take to festivals and different events, including COP25 in Santiago, which of course was cancelled at the last minute, but there was going to be a screening and a Q&A there.
There would be more. There would be more. There will be an end to all of this Corona situation. And then, you know, this film has to go everywhere. So, and where can everyone see it, Tom? From, you know, We Go Extreme.
You can see it. I'll put a link in the chat now.
Okay. And you did that as well. You had some music piece together with Alex Cromer that we've just met before. Where are you, Alex? I'm enjoying moving around this Zoom thing. Like I'm finding that there is some pin button now. And I have Short Terborg and Mika. Oh my God, look at this. I'm just going to put you all on the screen. Mika, here we go. Where do we have Turn and his baby as well? I mean, where are you? We cannot pin you for some reason, you know, Turn.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hey Tom.
Yes.
Tom, did you manage, because you're reading a lot? Are you managing this library of what's his name? It was one of your concepts to manage the library of one of these curators.
Oh, of Hans Ulrich Obrist.
Yeah. Did you manage to do so?
No, I met him and I asked him if I could, and he told me it was all on a boat, like in the middle of the
Pacific.
Yeah. And
so it was fake.
Maybe it's a fake library. That guy doesn't read.
It's a fake library.
Yeah.
Okay, but hold on, because I don't know that we know what the story of the library is.
Maybe I'll ask him again.
So what is the story of the library?
Well, he's famous for reading a lot.
You're talking about Ansel Rico Brist.
Exactly. Yeah. And I at a certain point, I just had an idea that I wanted to get access to his library, and you introduced me to him, Nelly.
Yes.
Yeah, and he said that he thought that could be really interesting, but it was stuck on a boat. So it's a good point. I should.
Yeah, try it again.
Try again.
Because you said you were going to be his personal librarian.
It's true, I did.
Yeah. That was the concept.
That was a great idea. I love
that.
If
it's all on a boat, you become like a personal librarian, plus you become like a sailor.
Like a pirate librarian.
A pirate librarian. That fits you, Tom.
And so, I mean, this is turning into a tutorial session. And here we have Turn with...
I can't stop doing.
Okay, but
I can't stop doing what I've always done.
Who is there with you? Who is that little cute kid we have there? Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that a crown? Is that an amazing crown?
That's an amazing crown, isn't it?
It's pretty exceptional.
It's a future student. It's for your birthday party.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, it's very fertile at the University of Amsterdam.
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, we got a wedding. We got a wedding happen.
Yeah.
Me and Luke.
We all have to go to Korea.
Were they two of your students then? Did something happen with, yeah. Was it?
Yeah, Chewie and Luke.
Yeah.
They fell in love in the basement. and now they got married in Korea.
I feel that the person that will know all about it is Short Terborg. Short, bring on the updates.
Yes, the
Like
wedding.
now that we are celebrating our 4th year anniversary, how this love story happened at the University of the Underground?
You know, I'm very discreet about these things, but I know that the official wedding has happened, but there is supposed to be still a ceremony coming up that we are invited for. But because of the pandemic, of course, it didn't happen yet. But
Luke asked me to do the flowers for the ceremony.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
I can also do the flowers.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a
Probably you're more qualified than me. So you do them and I'll just be your support.
So,
yeah, or together.
Yeah, either way, we get a free trip to
Short
South
here
Korea.
is Short has been coordinating this course in 2017, 2019. So you've seen all of the students coming to you and all of the teacher coming to you as well. So you know all of the backgrounds, everything about the University Underground.
yes. What more can I say? It was yeah, were interesting times. Yesterday I went to bed and it was still a bit cold, so I took one of these t-shirts out of my closet and it says the University of the Underground loves you. And that's when I decided, okay, yeah, let's turn up for this reunion and join you all.
Why are you not wearing that today?
Sorry?
Why aren't you wearing that today?
Because I already wore it tonight, I guess. Yeah.
Only one t-shirt at a time, Thomas.
It's digital, Stuart. We cannot smell you. It's digital.
And Mika as well, where are you? Are you in the field? Where are you? What is this background?
Yeah, I'm standing in a field in Scotland. It's windy. You see, as you can see, it's very windy. Yeah.
Wow, there is a storm where you are as well.
It's incredible. Yeah, it's the wind.
Yes, are you in the core of Holland? Are you in Holland someplace?
No, I don't live there. I don't live there since forever. No, I'm still in London actually, southeast London, like Tom, just like literally a stone's throw of his studio away.
This is a photo of your roots, isn't it?
No, it's Scotland. It's Aberlady.
It's not Lamuiden?
No. That looks very different. That's a swamp, and this is actually it's also a swamp. Actually, the Aberlady is a swamp, but it's in Scotland. It's just something else. It's just something that popped up this afternoon, and it stayed.
And so, Mika, you've been reading all of the theses of all the 2017, 2019 students. We had Anna Maria here.
They were great.
And like, are you excited about the PhD of Alexander, future Dr. Cromer?
Definitely. It was one of my hopes. I have a few hopes staked out for a few other people from that year. So go for it, people. No, I'm very happy that Alexander is doing a PhD. I think you're totally like on the right spot and in the right place in Leiden with Alice, who I work with in The Hague still, where I do theses now. Now you don't do theses anymore. I needed to do them elsewhere. I'm doing them there.
But okay, but you've not met as well okay, we have Anna Maria here. She's still here. Anna Maria, how do you feel about seeing your teachers?
Yeah, it's
emotional.
It's like in a dream. What kind of dream? I don't know, but no, it's great to see them all again. It's been quite a time to heal, time to be back. No, it's nice. Who's missing? I'm wondering.
We have more coming. Lauren, there is more coming all throughout. And I can see like, is Majid here? Majid, I can see you're there because you're signing into the Zoom like me. But maybe, I don't know why there is 2 University of the Underground. We double up. Selby is here as well. Another teacher. Yeah, Selby, where are you, Selby?
Hello, I'm here. Does that help if I say I'm here?
Yeah, I keep saying you're there until I find you on my screen. There you go. Voila.
I do see me.
Have you had Anna Maria as a student? No, you did not. Who did you had?
Last year's dance extravaganza.
So you were working, Winston, on, tell us a bit about what was your, what was your connection with all of this?
Actually, we got cancelled due to the COVID. That's what my connection that's what was my experience was. We planned to go to Georgia to do the dancing extravaganza, and then we couldn't. And then you turned the program all around, and then hey Peggy, what's up? And then I think we spoke to the students on Teun's boat for a whole day.
Yes.
Because we were quarantined, but we were allowed to boat around with the 1.50 meter distance. So that's what we did. Teun, help me out here. What was the name of the program?
The Dance of Urgency.
Dance of Urgency. Oh, with Bogomir. Yes.
Isn't it? Or if I can dance? No, if I can't dance, I don't want to be part of your revolution.
Yeah, that's that.
Exactly. Well, that didn't happen.
No, but we did turn it around, and then it happened in another way, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Then it still went on, and it happened, and then they will be joining us as well.
We still have to go to Georgia, though.
They're just coming a bit later, I think.
And I have a very nice map of brutalist architecture in Georgia, in Tbilisi.
Yeah.
With a tour, which was our planning, and we had to dance under a football stadium.
Yeah.
We had to plant trees. What did we want to do more, Teun? We wanted to dance, of course. Plant trees, dance under a football stadium, have a brutalist architecture tour.
Etc. etc. Yeah. But yeah, we didn't go, so it's a
so we did
bit
something
of
different. Yeah, we did something different at the end. But I feel like we've not explored yet really artificial intelligence. Tom Grinnell, bring on the artificial intelligence. What was the project about? Or maybe actually Anna Maria, whoever was doing this AI project, can we hear a bit about artificial intelligence and how you managed to reinvent artificial intelligence, if you did? Do you remember?
Are you asking me to answer that question?
Yeah, I'm asking you, but I'm also asking Anna Maria. Anyone is here? Oh my God.
Yeah, well, yeah, Anna Maria's kind of project that came out of that was great. I think that was a reinvention.
I'm
a new
wondering
language.
what I did.
You developed a new language for AI based on dance. Yeah.
True. That's true. I actually just wrote a concept to get some funding for a similar thing. So I'm feeding on my old ideas. But yeah, it's a growing theme, no? So
yeah,
especially
definitely.
now where basically it get accelerated with all the digital services we are using increasingly.
Ibra is asking, what was the project? The AI project. Do you want to run us through what that was about?
I'll explain the kind of overall theme like really briefly, but I guess it was called The Immortal Monkey, wasn't it? And I guess it was based on the idea that AI as we currently have it is very much, well, at the time of the project, it was very much about kind of brute force, as opposed to anything that really resembles kind of sentience or kind of intelligence. And the power behind AI is its ability just to kind of like process things at such a speed and at such a kind of quantity that it can actually kind of find connections that were previously unknown or kind of imperceptible to humans, but that actually it's quite a human trait, I guess, to kind of look for intelligence or look for sentience, at least within these kind of artificial systems. So actually, as much as it being a kind of investigation into the kind of the implications of AI, it was as much kind of investigation into human intelligence and kind of and also, I guess, the kind of the biases within human kind of behavior that actually AI helps to kind of, I guess, kind of mirror or exaggerate. So Tom's project, I remember, like, was really great as well, because he just used kind of very simple kind of intelligence systems within kind of Google Translate and things like that to kind of reinterpret loads of different kind of seminal texts. And I remember some super strange things came out which revealed, you know, some kind of very simple but quite kind of fundamental biases in kind of language translation systems that are used. And Anna Maria's project became a kind of a dance as an alternative form of communication that avoided kind of other kind of problematic kind of manifestations that, you know, come from voices and kind of different languages that kind of AI systems use in order to kind of humanize them.
Wow. That sounds like a great project.
There was some really, I really enjoyed doing it. It was some really great work that came out of it.
Well, I mean, maybe we can do that actually. Mika, do you want to like give us an highlight as well on your side, reading the thesis?
What was fun about reading the thesis?
Yeah, I mean, you read the thesis of all the former students.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have, like, one that stayed with you? I mean, obviously we've spoken about the Black Arctic. Is there any other?
Yeah, every time I meet that concept, which is with a regularity, like every time I see the book Dialectics, then I think of Alex. It's really nice. It's yeah, of course, the BMW project with Anna Maria, I remember very well because it was just so creepy. It was really wonderful to have that project where yeah, Anna Maria went underground. Maybe you want to talk about it, Anna Maria. When you went underground in Lisbon to that creepy BMW show, it was fantastic. Of course, the conspiracy theories are just still in my head. I remember Tom struggling with the perspective and then finding it in the end. It was very exciting, actually, to how to think about climate change. So it was all just totally exciting work was being done. And it was also like frizzing around. Yeah, I was very happy with it. Yeah.
And
sort of ladle out more. There was coffee and tea, was nice. I learned a lot. Yeah, I learned so much. I learned so much from all these different domain theses because everybody started to do what they really liked. And so I just needed to sit and go like, just explain this a bit. Maybe say what you mean here. So that's all I needed to do because everybody was just so on it.
And there was as well the comic books, isn't it? Like John was doing this whole project with his comic, and then it became, his thesis was actually this comic book, right?
It was amazing. It's such a fun thesis. It took a long time before it came to being, but when it was there, it was suddenly like an entire forest was growing in front of your eyes out of nowhere. It was beautiful. I really liked it.
I'm just aware that we have Edouard there on the line. Edouard, I thought you were going to be to bed right now, like, because it's probably like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. in China. Are you awake or are you not? Because I'm putting you on the spot, but maybe.
Hi, it's already like 1:40. So I'm actually laying on bed and just watching.
Okay, well, we're really happy to have you because you and I, we pre-recorded your section, but now that you're there with us, I feel like before you fall asleep, what do you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, it's not convenient, so I didn't turn on the camera because
no, don't turn on the camera. No.
Yeah.
But so what's happening in China for you, Edouard? You graduated, you're now having your master, you were with us in New York, and you came from China.
Actually, right now I'm in Suzhou, is very near to Shanghai. and the situation is kind of better. So people just like walking around without wearing masks, at least in Suzhou, but in other places, kind of a risk, especially in Beijing or some other province. And I just graduated from like Harbin Institute of Technology. I'm pretty sure you don't know this university. So like graduate from last year. And my major was civil engineering, and now I'm just doing my master's in another university, but I switched to an international relation.
Yeah, you've always been very good at international relation, right? That's
no,
you
but
had,
I really love that major, so just switch that one.
and you had a full-on conversation at the Pentagon as well, no?
Oh yeah, I mean, right now I'm like doing the research about the nuclear deterrence, as like China and the United States nuclear deterrence, and like the advanced weapon technology. So that's I'm just going to do the research about like for my master's thesis, and it's really like when I just remember about the New York trip, it really reminded me that Pentagon, that guy we met, and he really mentioned about his experience, and we went to the like United Nations, that like office, and meet with all of these guys. It's like you talk with these people who have the power, or like also like working very closely with power. So I think that's kind of a really experience I can always remember.
Okay. And actually, talking about getting you access to this place, I mean, we have here on the line Chloe McClellan. Chloe, you are the chief of operation of All Madness. So, I mean, you know, chief of operation, what does that mean when he takes to, you know, what does it take to take students to the Pentagon, the United Nations? What else? Where else have we gone? I think we've gone in other places too, but I can't even remember.
Just a lot of emails, isn't it?
We went to the building, like NASA.
Yes.
Chloe, how's your dog, Chloe? I feel like I know this dog.
She's gorgeous. A new pup I got, a rescue, and she's just lovely. She's called Bonnie. You should all come meet her in Portsmouth if you're around.
So Chloe McClellan, 4 years. Did you ever thought we would do 4 years?
I'm amazed, to be honest. No, I'm really proud. Well done, everyone. Fabulous.
Do we think we can last a bit longer?
I think you can do it. I mean, I keep remembering the time it was like we went to see the space, and Tommy was there. It was like it was underground. What, I don't know, what was that, a party or something? And
it didn't.
It didn't.
Yeah, it was while we were doing the interviews, weren't we, that week? And one night we went to yes.
So this is actually, for those that don't know, when we started doing this whole thing, we had the interview with all the former students. And then we thought with Short Terberg, with the coordinator at the time of the course, we thought, let's just go and show the space to all of the teachers. And at that point, there was a rave taking place in that building. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And then and I was like, this is going to be amazing. And we are all like, oh my God.
And we were all like, how many drinks tokens should we buy?
Yeah.
And we were like, oh my God, we can smoke indoors.
Yeah.
So I have Alex. Alex, what do you remember? So you said, Nelly, you switch the view to great view. You can see everyone at once. I can see everyone at once. Okay, sorry, I'm like reading your messages. I remember when Luke and me and Ozer also get kicked out of the program in London. Okay, that's an interesting one. Can we have that one as well? Because that's been interesting for all of us to handle back end. So Alex, since you brought this up, tell us what happened in London. So we have two shows for everybody. We have two one that is in, one that is in Amsterdam and one that, is in London. And so in London, you went in London and then you got hijacked from the nightclub. What did you do in the nightclub, Alex?
Oh, I mean, we didn't do it. We had a fantastic time at what was that place called? The London Underground or something? What was it called?
Underground. I'm right there.
Underground. All right, so check this out, guys, right? So we're in London, right? And then some DJ is like performing at the Village Underground, and everybody's like, "Yo, Alex, why don't you email the Village Underground? See you can get us on the guest list." All right. So I email them, and there's like 10 of us on the guest list. We have a fantastic time, but the Village Underground closes a little bit early to our liking. And then it was somebody's bright idea, Francisco, to go to the studio space, which just so happened to be the old green room of the Village Underground, just to kind of like, have a little after party, or just maybe not an after party, maybe just calm down and reflect on the experiences that we just shared. And then somebody, Francisco, turned the music up way too loud. And then we ended up like, the security came in and they busted in and they kicked us out. And apparently we had put the Village Underground's extension so they could stay open later in jeopardy, because they had to be like quiet. And that was a whole issue. And then, there were a bunch of us. And
Oh my God, yes, that one.
Out of the program. I feel like if that didn't end well for for us, then I would not have a master's degree right now.
I mean, I don't know that it will have impacted your study per se, but I think it's been, it was kind of like I don't think any of us knew even that there was like a drinking permit at stake there in all of this. But yeah, that has been one of the situations to deal with. Schotterberg, has it been any other extreme situation during your time at the University of the Underground?
Well, only extreme situations I would remember, but I was just thinking about it. That
never a dull moment.
I was thinking about it that during the pandemic we're also numb. It's not like I'm very depressed, but there's also not a lot to look forward to, or everything is just so calm and steady and not really interesting. And I think during the University of the Underground, these 2 years, it was just always going, you were in love, you were angry, you were disappointed, you had hope, you had excitement. It was 2 years of this. Yeah.
Imagine we had that in 1 month, 5 times every single day. It was great. It was great.
Then you think about how it is for 2 years. It's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, in 1 month. So we have actually Mariana here. I can see Mariana Zana from the New York crew. Hey.
Hello everyone. I'm still at work, so sorry. Hence my my camera's off.
But where are you? You're in South Africa, and then we are live.
I'm in South Africa. I'm currently in the Vaal, which is like a town outside, and I'm curating an experience for these recording artists for Netflix. And so now they're busy like creating music for like a new show and things like that.
I feel like I want to see what's going on inside this.
I can't show you. I unfortunately can't show you. But we basically turned like a house into a studio, like an entire house. So there's different booths in different parts of the house.
Okay, and we are also in Brazil here with Mariana. So we are in 2 completely different places of the world. Mariana, you've just joined us as well.
Hey, hello. Yeah, I'm here near the beach. Today I'm trying to learn how to surf, so it's a good life here. Really warm.
So where are we? In Brazil?
Brazil, Rio, but it's a city near Rio that I arrived yesterday, so I'm here. It's only beach vibes.
So, I mean, this is interesting because we have Short telling us about Corona and lockdown, and then you're at the beach learning surfing. How is that?
Yeah, in Rio, chaotic as any time, so it's out of control already. So I think they already gave up. So but here the cases are not really as intense as in São Paulo. And here's a small city too, so they're kind of trying to have some control who can enter, and if you already have houses, not so many tourists, but still it's not going pretty well here in Brazil. We're totally lost in this situation.
And Mariana, because we have more Brazil friends coming in a bit. We have Jan Copelli, we have Sabine as well. We do have like a good crew from, you know, Brazil. But tell us about your time at the University of the Underground as well. What happened for you?
Yeah, it was really good, really intense. Actually, it was my vacation from my work, my previous job. So it was my whole month that I took to study there. It was a great experience. So we still talk with we made a lot of friends. It was really an amazing experience to live 1 month in New York City and go to some places that I would never imagine that I could go and meet the students, but already the teachers, and understanding more about some different cultures and different people, and studying a lot. It was really I can't even describe how it was to my friends, because I still don't have any words to describe it, because it was so crazy and so intense and a lot. And I don't think anyone could understand. And when I start to say University of the Underground, they already lost. And I try to explain with the feelings, but it was really good.
I feel this is where where are you, Zana? Because Zana, you're like, we've said it all from the beginning, from day one, that you've been president.
Oh my goodness, here we go. No, Dr. Nelly.
When you speak, it's like, you know, it's like we feel like we just want to all go with you, you know.
And you want to like vote and just... Pardon?
What
Can
do
you
you
say that
remember?
again?
Like, do you remember any specific, like, do you have any specific story to remember of your time with us?
Yo, there's so many, but I think most of it was, for me, the most interesting part about the entire experience was the people. I remember, what is Asma here? Yo, I remember the one night I'd gone out. So since I was there, and I think it was after like we had one of the reviews and everyone was feeling shitty, and Dr. Nelly had said, no, were your experiments? I am not doing this with you guys. Give me results. And so I was like, it's so intense. And we'd all been in this bubble of just like, oh my God, are we even good enough? Our project's good enough? Everyone was just questioning themselves. And so I went out with some friends. I went out with this other like organization that had invited me, called Tastemakers Africa. They'd invited me to come like explore some of the experiences that they were doing. And we went out and we were just club hopping in Brooklyn. And then I got lost, I think. Oh, no. We like, cause we were drinking wine, we were drinking all these different kinds of things. And then eventually it was time for me to go home. But then I can't understand Americans. So I was really drunk and I couldn't hear what they were saying. So I remember I was at this other station and I was like, I need to go to Queens. Which train should I take? And they were like, wow, first you know, blah, 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 blah. And then I couldn't hear anything. So I called Asma and she had to literally stay on the phone with me. And then she requested an Uber and she had to come get me from the train station. I was so paranoid. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm Black. I can't look confused. And I'm not American. It was just like, I think that's the one story that sort of sticks out. And Asma found me like holding onto a pole. But in my head, I was like standing really straight. I looked very sane and everything, but it was not the case. And I was like, you did not need to go that hard. I was like, oh, I was just so stressed out. So that was like one of the stories that I remember. But I think for me, for the most memorable part is the people. It's Adriana, it's Ibrahim, it's Mariana, it's everybody. It was such a diverse group, and everyone had a different thing that they were bringing to it. And I think that also showed in the work that we created. So it was an explosion of just like creativity and a sensory like experience for me. So I really, really enjoyed it. But that's the one story that sticks out, that I thought I was gonna die on a subway in America as an African. That was my fear.
I never heard about this story. Yeah, I never heard about it. It's one of those that I never been told about.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
It was like, I think it was a Friday.
And Ma is here as well. Ma from the New York crew. Where are you, Ma? We've not heard you yet. Sorry, I'm like completely wrong with the time, so make yourself heard. If you want to say something, just feel free to just pop in, because at this point we've lost all form of scheduling and agenda or anything. Mar, tell us.
I am just really grateful of the experience because I got to meet like wonderful people and friends. I got to meet beautiful friends. You know, I got to share a lot with Mariana, Danny, Joe, Edward, and you know, I'm just really grateful, especially because of that, and also because of the experience, because we were able to go to these amazing places that that I really didn't, you know, think of that I could have been there. So that was really cool. And yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, well, you know who you are, the people that I really got close to. So, you know, that's like.
Mar, tell us, how did that like work with your practice as well? How did that, where are you now?
Oh, I'm in Ecuador. I work in communications in an entrepreneurship and innovation organization. And I'm not dedicated as much as I used to the creative industries, but I'm, you know, kind of have a project that is called La Chancha Azul. And I'm working
like work with your practice as well. How does that when you when you just
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
Yeah, no, I was just asking, how does that work with your practice? Like, how did that inform your practice, or how did going into New York and meeting with, you know, this old program about nation states, how did that change maybe the way that you do things?
Oh, well, how did that change? You know, the program was something that I really wanted to do. Like, if I had been conscious at university, I would have studied something related like to international relationships or so. So it was just like a dream come true, like all the teachers and all the lessons that I had and the places that we went to, definitely. And how does it change? I wanted to become a cultural minister here in Ecuador. But I don't know, things change. I still want to make a change here and be a part of the creative industries from the politics and social change. So I'm still going to work in that. And if something I learned from the program was that I really enjoy all those topics and I really want to learn more about all of that.
So yeah, so I mean, you all did like at Ibrahim's Bank, you all did 1 month and short, come back. Where are you short?
What is the what?
You don't know short yet. Is he gone? Maybe he's gone.
Yeah,
We lost. We've lost. Adriana, come on. You now. You pick it up.
I pick it up.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll follow up what Mar was saying, that I think like for me at least, doing that 1 month in New York really interlaced together. First of all, being able to say that I want to be doing design, but design with critical thinking. Like that was like the bringing politics into design rather than just doing it for aesthetics. That really changed. Not that there's anything wrong with aesthetics, but like there's a lot more that we need to talk about now that it's time for like to communicate clearly. And if we're the designers, we need to make it comprehensible for people that don't know how to like start dealing with things. So like for me, like if I refer every project that I've done after that 1 month back to what I learned there, like my mind is a lot more elastic, like Miss Paola Antonelli taught us that day. You know, like I can reshape every sort of scenario to make it into a sci-fi novel. You know, it's there's no catching corners anymore. And yeah, I think it's a great time to be alive and be a designer in that way.
And can I just get some of our current students as well? Inwen, you're jumping. Are you there, Inwen? Sorry, I'm like getting you a bit earlier. Inwen, D, come in, the current student.
Hey, Nelly.
Yes. Hello. So tell us how you're finding it, because you're right in the middle of your course now. So, you know, here you have all of this, you know, former cohorts that you can kind of like share some epic stories with.
tell me your stories. Well, a question to all of you: what did you do when those moments when you really felt the pressure? I think a lot of us are at that stage at the moment where, you know, it's fun, but you know the pressure's on. So some welcome tips.
And production as well, because you have to produce experiments.
Yes.
So anyone want to pick that up?
I think I'll just like add my little 2 cents, but I think that just remember why. Remember your why. Also just to remember to, like what Adriana said, is that you need to remember to be elastic, to spread yourself, to not limit yourself to like one thing that you know how to do. And I think that's one thing that the program did for me, is to just remember my why and to also just stretch. Do things that you would have never thought, or things that you didn't even think were possible for you. So whether your medium is photography, or video, or design, just stretch yourself and you'd be surprised by what you are able to achieve. I mean, for example, with me right now, I'm going into like installation art. I would have never done that if I didn't do the program. Sorry for the music, guys, they're pretty loud, but I would have never done that if it wasn't for the University of the Underground, just to, you know, explore other avenues and to also allow myself to be elastic, like to just reach. That's it. That's, remember your why and be flexible and stretch yourself, and you might just surprise yourself. So that's the advice that I give you.
But then also there can be some dramas too. Like I can see that Amélie is here. Amélie, you've been the expert of dealing with, can we see you or can we not see you? Amélie, are you there? Is she gonna be able to join or has to mute? No, maybe not. Maybe she come back later. Yeah, Lawrence. Well, Lawrence, you popped in. How are you? Are you in Boston, Lawrence? Live from the US. Lawrence.
I am not in the Boston. I am in New York, actually, in Brooklyn.
You're in Brooklyn?
Yes,
Very
I moved
nice.
here.
Well, so we were just talking, Lawrence, about dealing with pressure and tension and everything. Like you had a fair amount in your cohort. How did you manage to deal with pressure and production and all of that?
You know, I don't know if there is a great answer to that, except for you just truck through and, you know, internalize different things and occasionally have, you know, moments of madness, and then otherwise you're like, oh, it's all good. So it's completely dependent on the moment. So for example, right now, I'm due to pressure in that I'm actually technically at work and I'm in a meeting, but they don't know. So that's my pressure of the day right now.
So are we infiltrating your workplace is what I want to know, because that's what we are all about anyway.
I'm not sure there's so much infiltration since you're not really participating in it as well. If you were all in part of the Zoom call, their Zoom call, I'm sure they would, that would be infiltration. As your representative from the UU, there's not much to infiltrate here either. We're talking about engines right now. It's very exciting stuff.
Engines, very nice. Anyone has got any interesting and fascinating engine story to share with us? I'm just looking at who has not spoken yet. D, from the current court, meet with the New York court.
Hey, yeah. Hi, everyone. So wonderful to see your faces. My question before we got into the engine conversation was to ask about any advice for keeping in touch. I mean, besides the obvious, using social, using the messaging apps and all that. Just love to hear any advice for that. But, and also we could talk about engines too.
I mean, that's interesting, actually. Like, I never, like, how are you all in touch with each other now? Do anyone want to share how they got to do things together? How do you support each other in your practice now that you finished? Or
well, me and Ma went to Korea together, so that was pretty cool. And then otherwise we just sort of talk over the phone. Yeah, I think Instagram's a big one.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that kept us, like in the attempts that we did, but in general in the cyber world, to keep in touch with friends that are not physically around, is to just keep the rhythm of the conversations up. So like I regularly every week have like 2 or 3 creative studio calls with friends of mine that I do similar work with. So like, it's like we're pretending we're in the same studio, but everyone's doing their own work. But then we always end up chatting shit, but you know, it's still building that rhythm between our relationships. So I think that's the one thing that's really worked for me.
Yeah, I think for Tom and I, Tom Burke, we trained a whole a flock of carrier pigeons that we use to exchange messages back and forth. It really adds like a personal touch because I don't want to be looking at my screen all the time. So sometimes I want to say hi to Tom. I just get Harold the pigeon out, send him a message. So that's how we do it. It's pretty effective.
Yeah, but you got to meet with each other. And I think that's a different thing as well for the court. Michaela, where are you, Michaela? Can we see you? Can you?
I'm waiting for my tail to grow in. I just got my second vaccine. Hi.
So we have actually one of the former students of the University of the Underground that actually managed to get a vaccine. So you will survive all of us, I guess.
Part of a national experiment, you know.
So, Michaela, you never met with your cohort physically?
Did I? Did I meet anyone physically? Alexander and I just missed each other. I guess not. No, not yet. But we've been in touch on the phone.
We never did, you know, I never believed in online teaching. I mean, I'm going to break the news here, but, you know, I'm a fervent believer in face-to-face teaching. And then with you guys, what happened, Michaela? Do you want to tell us a bit the story of the background behind your program, which was called If I Can Dance, I Don't Want to Be a Part of Your Revolution? You were all, we heard a bit of it with Selby. You were all supposed to go to Georgia, and then hit happened. Corona.
Yeah, I heard stories about we were supposed to dance with the Georgian army, if I remember correctly. I was really looking forward to that, but I hope that will happen still one day. Yeah, we were about to go to Amsterdam to be in the headquarters. And then no, we didn't. And it was an amazing time. And I think that, like, in terms of my own learning experiences on Zoom, it's still been the best learning experience I've had. I think that we managed to solve the puzzle somehow.
But then that was like, how did you find, are you still in touch with all of your cohort, and did you manage to actually like build true relationships through online?
For sure.
Because I guess it's a different story to try and make music, you know, because Tom and Alex, for example, they have their own kind of band. You know, how do you, I mean, obviously we will hear from new bands as well that have been formed through online. But
yeah, I think Merve and I have stayed in touch, and Gaspar and I, and a little bit with Fatima as well, but no, not with everyone. But it was strange, I think, because we didn't believe that we'd be able to feel so close within these 3 months without having ever met each other physically. Remember, it was like a huge disappointment for everyone. I'm curious to hear how it is now for the new program, because you guys have 6 months, right? Yeah, but it's been nice at the same time. I'm really hoping that once the world opens up a bit, we can meet in real life.
I love the reference to time here. And actually, Thieu, what happened in your court? Like, Thieu, where are you? Thieu and Amélie.
Hi there.
You're there. There you go. Thieu,
Yeah.
you met with your court. You went to Egypt.
Yeah, we were the closes of the gate, if you'd call it that. Our time got cut short, but we at least met each other in real life and had some amazing experiences in that.
So what happened?
Amélie,
I've just found as well that there is Lauren, and sorry, I didn't see you shout at me because I cannot see.
No, it's fine. So nice to see your faces. Amélie, Thieu, everybody. Alex and Tom was here a second ago, and the rest of you, some of you I've met as well. That's so nice to see your faces. Yeah, Nelly. Of course, bringing together so many awesome people, Nelly.
Look, we have Juliette as well joining us. So tell us about the program. What happened in Cairo? What was the program in Cairo? Can maybe Lauren, since you were running this program, do you want to tell us a bit about the brief? What were these incredible human men to achieve in Cairo?
It was all about water, really. So that was it. I still remember. And we met. When was the first time that we met? When was that, guys? Juliet, hey, Ida, hey.
In December. In December, we met in December, 10th of December, I think.
Amelie, you remember the day?
I think so.
I think December. So that was 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then it was a 3-month program, and we went to Egypt in January. So we just spent a couple of weeks together, and then we found ourselves in Cairo together in the chaos. And the idea was to research water and all kinds of water related issues in Egypt. So I'm sure that the students can tell you more. Yeah.
And what was, wasn't it about as well building new systems through water? And then you were starting from the investigation of Cairo and then building it back up into the relationship between Cairo and Amsterdam. I think that was as well some element of that in there.
Yeah.
What did you do? Thieu, Amélie, tell us, what did you do as part of the program? What happened?
I remember the dumbest thing I did in Cairo, next to getting very ill, was causing quite a bit of a small explosion in one of the districts of Cairo. I was working with these plastic water bottles, and I wanted to heat them up and form sort of shapes that were bigger. And I found like a couple car part shops to create sort of this pressurized valve, and then holding this thing over a fire on another space. And pressure and heat don't go well together. So all these plastic bottles that were growing and blowing up, they actually burst and were causing a huge bang in this street, which wasn't so handy in a town with a bit of tension at that date. But it was very fun to experiment with. But that was a little tidbit of the Cairo program there.
Yeah. I mean, should we do a little round? So maybe, because for me, I don't know how much time we have, but maybe Juliette and Ida and maybe someone else. I don't know. I don't know if I see everyone. But for me personally, I was first of all trying to understand the relationship between artistic research and contexts that I'm not familiar with. Like personally, in retrospective, I would say that, and of course also in relation to water. So for me, the link was swimming pools. So I was, while we were doing a very intense program parallelly, kind of trying to also research about swimming pools in Cairo and the surrounding environments, and through this finding out about, yeah, my personal relationship, but also relationships between the city planning, resources, and eventually also how, like, methodologies of groups, which is still my current topic. So, but I pass on my word to Ida, maybe.
Hi. I have a water background. It's the best I could do. But my project was about food and recipes and all kinds of stories and knowledge that we can carry within recipe collections. So at the time in Amsterdam, I did a workshop, which is a bit difficult because as the coronavirus thing was getting worse, it was more and more difficult to get together. And I remember that, like, that week, it was like the week everything went bad, the week I did the workshop. But my experience was very different to the other people because I am Egyptian, I'm from Cairo. So everyone else, their experiences of coming to Cairo, and my experience was like considering both this and a new context because I met them later. And yeah.
And how did that work with you? Like, are you still doing work from, what you learn, or is there any kind of, things or method that you've learned that you have experimented that somehow
Actually,
found their way?
what I'm doing now is I'm at the end of an online residency program with the Goethe Institute, and I'm using the some of the ideas that I researched in the University of the Underground to make a video game, like an interactive digital archive of like food knowledge, and I've got it to like move around and stuff. So all of these things that I'm doing now, like interest in like speculative fiction and interaction and how to make it more impactful, I wouldn't have done if not for University of Underground.
And Juliette, you went as well someplace with your project. Where are you? You went, like, didn't you do a residency some?
Hi, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm like trying to build the whole, like, you know, crew, the whole Cairo crew on the screen, but that's like epic.
No, first of all, happy birthday, University of the Underground. It's very nice to see you all.
We survived 4 years, everyone. This is a miracle.
Such a chaotic year. Oh my God, to say the least. And it all started like this pandemic thing when we were in Amsterdam. So it's like, well, after a year, glad to see you all alive, surviving, artists. That's great. No, and about Cairo, I'm actually now in Pau in the southwest of France for a month of residency. I just arrived yesterday, and I actually have this rock. Do you recognize it, guys? Black Desert is with me in Pau, live. So yeah, you know, I'm still working with these things and experiencing. So yeah, it was the start of a project that's still going on, researching with maps, water, new cartography, new territories, I don't know, something like that.
But I feel here that we need to say that we actually found ourselves in the desert of Egypt for a few days with all of you. I mean, this is the most crazy thing not the most crazy because we've done a few crazy things, but I don't think we ever thought this will end up like it did. What happened in the desert? You found something in the desert, all of you, a few of you. Carolina, do you want, now that you're there, do you want to tell us what happened in the desert?
Hi.
What
oh my
happened
God,
in the
where
desert?
to
Stay in
start?
the desert.
Everyone, it's so nice to see you. Oh my God, the desert was an adventure. We did gypsy tarot readings and had Baba Ganoush from the fire. That was amazing. And yeah, just being in that place in the silence in the middle of nowhere with yeah, such darkness and silence was really magical. So it was super nice. And then it was just a big roller coaster of emotions coming out of the desert.
Okay, hold on. Actually, I can share my screen. Let's try to go like, whoa, let's go full on tech, everyone. It is happening. I'm sharing my screen. You can see my screen, right? So I have some picture that you've sent me. So let's see, what do we have here? We have a few pictures from the court. Admit. There you go.
Hey, I thought that they would be like moderated. I just like went to my camera roll and just selected a few. So I did like I didn't curate the selection, people. I just took on.
No, but we can see, look, this is when Sabine was reading the tarot card.
In the studio, actually.
She's going to join us in a bit. This is the, well, that's the library.
Yeah, very impressive. So I had to, so this is us again together having brunch. This was my candles for the birthday. That was also one of our moments of togetherness.
I mean, this is your birthday, Amelie, actually. Happy birthday today.
Yesterday was my birthday.
Yesterday was your birthday. Well, it's Gaspar Cohen's birthday, who is also one of our students, Sabine, here. She's joining us in a bit. That's a nice picture of you and Juliette. Sabine and Juliette. What else do I have here? Who else has sent me some pictures? Tio, you send me some pictures as well. So what do we have here? The desert. That's the desert pictures.
I think there's a few more. There are some good pictures of the desert in there.
Look at that.
This was the cake project of Pauline making commercials.
Yeah, so Pauline was doing a project where she was using cake as a mean to discuss histories and trauma. And then eventually made a cake about the Revolution Square, Tel Air. Am I saying it right? Stop me, Lauren, if I'm saying something wrong. Tel Air? No, how you say it?
I'm not going to stop you. Continue.
I mean, can someone tell us what happened here? What was this like? Someone came up with a creative direction here. I just
Yes,
wonder,
actually, I can tell you.
What happened? Why did you all ended up with beanbag for you?
Oh no, about the bags, I don't know. But we were in collab in this place in Amsterdam where I was having a studio for a while, and they have this amazing space that is actually going to be destroyed, I'm afraid. But then we managed to get to this space for a day, and someone came up with the idea of putting this blue bag, and we ended up having this group amazing photo to remember the time.
I think I just bought like 20 of these raincoats for cheap, just to have a decor. That's the symbolism of it.
Oh, wow. So you miss us quite a lot. Like, this was an interesting picture from John Flint. I don't know what we were doing there. Yeah, that's a desert. What is that one? That is where you were talking about going in the fire.
Yeah, and that was like we used the boards to like slide down the dunes. That was well, I didn't, but the people did.
There we go. I mean, this was pretty exceptional. That is a workshop by Alex. Alex, what is that one? That's when we opened the High School of the Underground. Are we going to talk about the High School of the Underground? Is Alex still here?
Yeah, I'm here. That's from a workshop. What was that workshop about? It was like a music workshop or something, I think.
That was the open day.
What's that?
That was the open day of the High School of the Underground.
Yeah, that was an open day at the High School of the Underground. That was a fun time. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, so we we had an open day for High School of the Underground, which was intended to be like a program for the youths. But yeah, we got some nice shots of the basement going on.
Yeah, and then the high school just didn't happen because, well, yeah, because it didn't happen at that time. We just ended up with Corona, everything kind of like heated up, but it's definitely gonna happen again. So John has been sending us this message as well. So happy birthday to the University of the Underground. I was a part of the Turquoise Desert cohort of researcher back in 2020. I will always remember my time at the UU by that strange journey through the white desert, Farafra. Am I saying it right, Aida? Yeah? In Egypt. The alien landscape found in that desert was a once-in-a-lifetime unique experience, even though I didn't always agree with the UU methodology. Any institution that can bring people from around the world together is doing something right. Having the chance to meet people and experience unfamiliar landscape together, or hang out in a basement with some FIBO, FIBO, we will have to explain what FIBO is. Maybe Chu, you can tell us what FIBO is. In the middle of Amsterdam, was enough of an experience for me. Wish the University of the Underground many more years to come. Shout out to all the awesome folk that were part of the cohort from Brazil, Egypt, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Portugal, Spain, and the USA, and all those that I met along the way. Hope you are all doing fine during this week. I'll meet you all again someday. So that was a message by John. And meanwhile, we've been joined by Sabine. Sabine, hello.
Hello, beautiful. How are you?
Hello.
I
Okay,
got
I'm
this.
sharing my screen. We have like one more from the court. Sorry. So where are you, Sabine? Keep shouting until I find you into my screen somehow.
I'm here. Hi.
Add pin. There you go. So here we have the full, nearly the full court from Cairo. Yeah. Sabine, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm having lunch now. So I'm lunching with you and I'm feeling great. How are you?
We're still going, but we're missing your tarot card reading, Sabine. How is everything in Brazil?
A nightmare.
Yeah.
I need to think before answer this question. We are not living the best times of our lives here. I'm fine, but the country, it's not okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And Sabine, tell us about when you came to Cairo. Well, actually, you had to leave Amsterdam in pretty much a panic. We had to find you a way to get into Brazil in time before they closed the borders because Corona was hitting just at that point. What do you remember?
Oh my goodness. It's already 1 year ago. The time passed too fast, and now I'm just feeling that I need to have another major change in my life. So I'm studying a lot to move to the capital, to Rio de Janeiro, to leave my city of countryside here. Yes.
So are you going to come back and yeah? Are you going to come back and study with us? Is that the plan?
Oh my goodness. It would be a dream, but just after 2 years, because now I have plans to live in Rio de Janeiro for 2 years until 2023. So I'm going to stay there and feel what's going to happen with my life.
I see. And we hope actually one of the plan was to do a, University of the Underground in Rio. I know that Mariana is gone now, but we were talking about doing something in Rio. And Jan, do we have Jan on the line as well? Are you in Rio, Jan?
I love you. Happy birthday, Amelie. Happy birthday, University of the Underground. Happy birthday, Amelie.
Thank you, Sabine. Did you ever meet together, you and Jan? You live in the same city.
Oh, not yet.
Hello.
Hi, Jan.
Finally, you call for me. Hello, Sabine. Hello, everyone.
Yeah. I mean, you never met with each other.
Not yet.
Sorry?
Where are we, Jan? Where are we?
Oh, I'm in São Paulo.
I'm
on my studio.
Show us. This is looking amazing.
You can hear me because it's a lot of it's raining a lot in here, so it's very noisy. But you could hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. It's just really nice
Okay.
to see your studio. We want to see some of the paintings as well. So Jan, what was your project? What did you do? You wanted to kill the world. I remember that.
Yeah. My work it was about language and dance. I participated on the if I can dance, I don't want to be part of a revolution program, and I proposed this work that I invited 10 amazing artists and performers to, through their dance movements, thinking about translates these bad words as a ritual healing. So basically, and then I made these type of sculptures from these movements. So basically, this is what I did there. It was an amazing experience.
Well, we had so much pleasure to see your work as well. Like, and tell us, like, we just had Michaela before that was telling us about her experience of, you know, obviously you were all supposed to come in Amsterdam. You were really looking forward to going to Amsterdam. You had a boyfriend in Amsterdam too, right? And then,
yeah, actually, he's in Eindhoven.
Yeah, and then like we couldn't make any of that happen, but we made something different happen. How was that for you? This whole digital experience?
Oh yeah, it was the first digital program, right, from university.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was different for everyone, and I don't know if I really put the opportunity to be there. So maybe the digital formats have allowed more people to get parts of the program. So I think it's not easy. I think everyone from my group had this feeling and his desire to be there and be together. But due to the pandemic, we had this digital experience, but I think have these benefits that more people could participate it. And it was very good to know to new people from all parts of the world and with all these different backgrounds and all the tutorials. And yeah, it was an amazing experience. And I hope I could maybe visit in the future a physical space of university.
I mean, we will love to have you. You know, we don't even know if we will have a space down the line. Like, I mean, this train is barely holding together where I am right now. But do we have, I can see that there is Merv. Merv, where are you? Live from Istanbul.
Hello.
Hello, Merv.
Hello. I'm not in Istanbul anymore. I just moved to south of Turkey because of the pandemic. So, but it's a quite new experience for me as well right now. And my experience in University of the Underground, and it was completely magical for me, I can say, because like in the beginning of the pandemic, it was quite new window for me. So I met with so many people from different parts of the world, and we create new projects, and then also we focused on very different subjects every day. So it was quite a journey. At the beginning of the day, I opened my eyes with all these courses, with new people, new subjects that probably I couldn't find the possibility to learn about these subjects if there is no University of the Underground in my life. So it was very, very, I feel so lucky in that sense, actually. So thank you very much for sharing all these information freely and like open-hearted, and then like also creating. Also, I can say that, for example, with the people that I have no idea about their experiences, their backgrounds, their physical, different physical, emotional sharings. We were just only talking about words, and then so it was sometimes it was quite hard to get connect, but also gave me a lot of opportunity to just learn about the other ways of connecting with the people. So it was very, very important. And actually, it was yesterday night, I was with my friends, and I was I started talking about my experience suddenly. And then all these classes, different classes, and I was like telling them very excited all the experiences, and everybody was just listening and so much interested in all these subjects. And yeah, I feel so lucky at the end, I can say.
Thank you so much. Well, we feel so lucky to have had you, Merv. You gave us like dense routine daily during the pandemic. You know, I can't even believe that this whole thing happened, to be honest. Like, you poor thing, you were doing like your dance. That was a dance program, and that was a dance program that actually just, yeah, there was no more nightclub at this point. But
Edry,
yes,
can
Lauren.
I say something? I want to, hello. I want to ask you, because you're so busy being the host as always. Can I turn it a bit around on you? How does it feel for you that we're all here? Can you imagine that this has all happened?
I mean, I would rather have you all at home, and I could have made a giant couscous.
Exactly.
You know, that famous giant couscous I keep on talking about to all of you, you know.
Yeah. But now you've almost finished with your latest program, right? The new politics one. When do you end that one?
We end in March, but Majid should be there at some point. I don't know if he's not. Is Majid should be here to talk about that one, but he's joining in a bit.
But how do you feel with all of us here? I mean, I feel quite emotional seeing everybody.
I mean, yeah, I'm very emotional, but I'm gonna keep it for after.
Okay. Because I want to go soon, but I want to ask you, like, what are your next plans? Do you have any grand plans coming up?
Well, we will be doing a program on religion, starting probably in April. So that's going to be a epic one, you know, the religion one. I think we're trying to figure who is going to run that, because, you know, you need to be, of course, the right person. I mean, I don't want to say, but you're like a very unique bunch of humans. So we need to find you a head of program that can handle that. Because it's only, I mean, I think this is the basis of the recruitment at the University of the Underground, is find the most explosive minds and literally put them all together. And then, you know, it's going to explode even bigger. But then, you know, you need to be prepared to handle all of the drama, all of the excitement, you know, everything that kind of like go with that. So I think, yeah, we need to find that person. So that's maybe a call. If anyone is listening to us, then, you know, once who is interested to talk, then we should. And then after that, I don't know. We're supposed to be having our accreditation back. But then again, all of that has been put into delay. And then maybe we might move. We might actually move from our basement in Amsterdam. So it's a bit of a celebration of that as well. We don't know whether or not we still going to be in that basement anymore. But I think we've managed to, I mean, seeing all of you there, and I guess we're going to meet with the new cohort as well in a bit. It's nice to see that there's still you know, the spirits is still there despite the, you know, the fact that we don't have the space. So why not?
I wanted to ask.
No, go ahead, Anna.
Have you guys sung yet? Because it's like, it's a birthday party. Have you guys sung for the University of the Underground?
No, we have to do it.
We have to sing. This is a big milestone. I mean, 4 years is a long time. You've done an incredible job, Dr. Nelly. This is amazing. How many transnational, pluralistic, free universities get to make it to 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years. Shit,
4 years is a
you're
long.
right. We've done it 4 years, and I think
my battery's gonna die. We have to do it now before, like, I jump out because I don't have battery anymore. Okay, let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3, go. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you.
You are
happy birthday,
University of the Underground.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Alex, why?
We made it 4 years.
Yeah, I have to go, everyone.
Stop being an intellectual.
Say, this is why you will become president, Zana.
No.
I want
have
to
to
be on the
go. Thank-
campaign for that.
Yeah, you definitely have to be. I have to go, guys. Thank you so much. I miss you all so much. Have a lovely evening, morning, and rest of the day.
Bisous, Zana. We love you.
Bye-bye.
Love
Bye,
you
bye,
too, guys.
bye.
Bye.
Okay, who is going to hold the mic? We have this emotional moment. Thank you, Lauren, for triggering that. Now I feel.
My pleasure, Nelly. Okay. I'm going to go now.
I mean,
for pictures.
more questions for Nelly, I think. I think that'd be a nice twist to the plan of the birthday party.
Yes.
What do you want to know? My favorite student.
I want to know, is it hard to be doing 500 things at the same time and exploding in 5 different ways in your head at the same time?
It can be a real challenge, yes. But like everybody, like your drawing on your back. Tell us about your drawings on the back of you. So you've done this diary, Adriana. Tell us about the diary. So during the whole pandemic time, you started these live diaries, and now you're back in Cyprus. And tell me, how does that work in Cyprus then? Like, and what are we seeing on your wall? What's
my wall is just things that I draw. The diary is just a Google Doc. And yes, I'm back in Cyprus because I moved away from London, because after being enlightened with politics from the University of the Underground, I realized that London, I couldn't be doing art and activism at the place that didn't have a narrative for me. I always had to change my narrative to fit into funders in the UK. But why would the colonizer want to give space for my own narrative? So I came back home to do that from here. And I have an activist group now that we started, the Social Club.
Yeah.
And I'm working on a documentary, and yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Adriana. And what is the documentary about? Is it the documentary you started with Ibrahim?
That one's finished.
This, oh my God, like, look at this, like powering through it. But is Ibrahim still here as well, or no? Is he gone? He's gone.
He's gone.
I was gonna say there has been a radio program as well that went around. Were you a part of that? Ibrahim was doing this with Dana, with others. I love to hear, I love to listen to you on the radio. It's nice medium too. Actually, while we are here, we're gonna put on the spot the current cohorts who has to put together a radio show. And I wonder if Jan, Michaela, are you still there? Do you want to tell them how your radio show came about? Or Carolina, maybe you can chime in and tell us about the radio show. Sure. Anyone want to share some radio show story?
I can quickly share, and then I also have to go. So then maybe it's a nice outing. It was super cool to have the podcast recording studio at the basement. I mean, now we're talking all of these like digital things, but a year ago we were all in the basement in the studio together. And yeah, I remember Cho being an awesome host of the collective podcast we did. And everybody would just come in and share their stories. And we managed to edit it in a really nice one. And I even did an extra one myself also with other people. So it was so much fun to make use of the tools. Just remember just playing together with Sabine as well, just like going in the keyboards. And that was cool.
It was very nice.
But,
You try to get
yes,
your
thank
radio
you
voice
and
in.
happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Tell us about, look, is this I don't know if it's a new version or old version, but this is your booklet where we can see everything you did in Cairo. Can you see my screen or no?
Yeah.
This is all Cairo. Yeah. Then
I have to go as well, but happy birthday to University of the Underground.
Oh,
Thank you for
don't
everything.
leave us. Adriana, we need you. Don't leave us.
I have to. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
I'm joining the goodbye round because I also have to go.
Anna Maria, it's been a pleasure to see you again.
It was great to see all the new faces I have never met, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, now we know that when we come to Berlin, we can just come to your gigantic space.
Yeah. Come to the gigantic project space.
So in Berlin, yeah.
Bye bye.
Maya. Bye bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. So where were we? We were in the bakery. Ryan is here. Ryan Elcott. Hello. Well, actually, Ryan just popped in, and Ryan is from the 2017-2019 cohort. Where are you? Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Ryan.
Sorry, I'm so late. I feel so bad. I was like, I had a little panic moment. I was like, oh my gosh, I totally messed up my calendar and the timing of everything. But good to see everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I
Especially
wanted
for the
to live my floral fantasy.
Well, you look amazing. Absolutely incredible. And do we have anyone from your cohort here? I think they left. You've missed the, or are they still here?
Alex is still here.
Alex, yay!
Hey, Alex.
Ryan, it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Oh, your
I
hair
love your
looks
beret.
fabulous.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks. I got it for my birthday.
That's awesome.
I'm a beret guy now.
Very French, very cute.
Yeah, thanks.
So Ryan, tell us what's happening. So I know you're working on something pretty exceptional now. You're working as a time manager, is that right? Like you're doing something related to time in some kind of, like what is it called? The Time Institute.
I'm working at, so I'm living in Madison, Wisconsin, which is the city I grew up in. And I'm working at an organization called Dane County Time Bank. So it's a time bank where people can exchange labor and services as with time as a shared currency. So it's an alternative economy in a way, and a lot of our focus in the last, I guess, almost year and a half has been, well, actually, for many years, the Time Bank has done work in restorative justice in schools around Dane County, and we've definitely been developing ways of fleshing out the relationships between time banking, anti-racism, restorative justice. So it's been a great place to learn, to get more involved in my community in Madison, and yeah.
So, and actually I see, Anjali is there and she's been spending a lot of time organizing communities too. Anjali, you've never
Hello.
met. I'm really excited that this is happening. Yeah, Anjali. So Anjali was part of the, no, not the New York program. My God, I'm like losing my mind. The dance program. If I can dance, I don't want to be a part of your, if I can dance, I don't want to be a part of your revolution. Help me. Tell us what you're doing, Anjali. Where do you work? What you do? Because we've just heard about the incredible work that Ryan is doing.
Yeah, that was super interesting to hear about. But yeah, so I am a producer at a venue in London. I'm based in London called The Yard, which is a theater and a club. So I've been running the nightlife program, but obviously work has been really weird the past year because we're now in our third lockdown in the UK. So no clubs have been open anywhere. So yeah, it's just been figuring out what nightlife can look like in this time frame, which I know a lot of us here have been figuring out, and especially on the University of the Underground program.
that was about like nightlife, dance, and political systems. We were all trying to figure that out collectively, which was really helpful at that time. Yeah, I think when we started, it was the UK we had just gone into our first lockdown. So having like a cohort of people talking about like what the hell we're going to do in this situation was super helpful at that, really bleak moment. Yeah, that's me.
And we've just got Chris, who joined us, who is a senior tutor of the current program. And Chris has been spending a fair amount of time as well, organizing community, running charities. Yeah, 4 years. 4 years is a celebration. And I guess for all of us working in this kind of realm, it's always a celebration. Every single day being going is a celebration, right?
We try. We try and make the most of everything that we can. How's everyone doing? Good. General half-dressed mentalities. How many people are wearing like tracksuit bottoms and slippers right now with a nice top? Okay, fair enough. Nelly, speak to me.
Well, okay. So, Chris, tell us, where are you now? What's happening for you? We've not seen you for a while. We're happy to see you.
Yeah, life has been happening. Life has been happening. I'm currently in London, but virtually in New York and in Dakar and in Lagos and in Sierra Leone and in Nigeria. So I've been actually developing businesses and innovation hubs in West Africa, about 25 hubs over the past couple of weeks. I've been doing some stuff in New York.
One of us has got a, entrepreneur spirit. You have to teach us, like, honor us, like Chris.
I'm like everybody else. I'm just trying to pay my phone bill at the end of every month. That's literally, that's about it. But things have been good. Things have been really good. I've been working with a lot of people, a few governments here and there, a few like military people here and there, having conversations, and also just keeping in touch with the creative world and with music, books, talks, random stuff, and just trying to meet good people from all over the place.
Chris, I mean, we've heard about, the stories of, the former students and, research of the University of the Underground, but how is it in the back end,
Of, okay, University Underground. Well,
you can go dirty if you need.
There's definitely a lot of conversations. There's a lot of moments of who the hell am I? What the hell am I doing? And then there's some good kind of, shall I say, professional existential realignments of like, where do I want to go? What am I trying to do? And I think a couple of people I may have spoken to might be in the room, and hopefully life is feeling a little bit more straightforward and direct at this point, and things are looking more prosperous. I'm looking at a few people here, but overall it's not that it's hectic. There's good things can come from it. I remember Nelly dropped a bar and says pressure makes diamonds, and the timing was probably at the most annoying point that you could possibly ever hear that statement. But it's truth. Particularly in this climate, there was literally two modes that you could go in. Literally lean into the pause of life, which is what lockdown is, or literally just ride on top of the wave and make this into an evolutionary, transitionary kind of period. Which whichever way you chose, I hope you did it intentionally. And this is a very good time to get ready, because despite everything, there's a lot of good things that are happening, a lot of things are developing, and I've been doing that, and it's been really good. There's money to be made.
Oh my God, don't finish your statement with something like that.
Of course you have to, because we can't, everybody here asks for funding, right? When you can all fund yourself. So if you can, find a way to do it. That doesn't mean that you can't take money from other people, but you can develop things that you want to do. This is a great time to do it. People are open for conversations.
That the one thing I would say we've not been very successful at the University of the Underground just yet, but we're still going. So I guess that's something to celebrate. We had Malena on the line, I think. Is she still there? Or no? Malena, no? Oh, no. Okay, well, she's gone. But Ryan, it's so good to see you. I feel like we want to hear a bit more about what's happening where you are.
Oh, okay, sure. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, things in the US are always tumultuous and stressful. Not my favorite place to be a lot of the time.
So, you know, actually, Ryan, I always wanted you to meet with Anna. Anna, are you there? Anna?
Yeah, I'm here.
Deliani, yes.
Yes.
You and Ryan are two kindred spirits, and you don't know that yet, but this is happening right here. You're the two amazing dancers from the University of the Underground. Like, look at this. I'm going to pin you both. Here you go. So Anna is basically the reason why there was a youth revolution. I mean, a revolution in Georgia. She started it by dancing in front of the parliament, was it, or in front of the town hall?
Yeah, in front of the Parliament of Georgia, and I was especially dancing on the monument, and it caused big things, so big discussions and hatred itself as well from the hate groups. But it was something very interesting and triggering for society to discuss the like ways of expression and yeah, this kind of things. So even this hate which I and threats and all the aggression which I got after this period, I'm not regretting it, and I'm even proud that we did it and it's changed
Anna,
some
tell us
people's
a bit
minds.
about what happened. So that was during the Vague of Revolution in Georgia, where basically all of the we can see some people popping in, where the youth, I mean,
yeah, that's my son.
Hello! Hi. Where the youth basically...
He was actually with us all the time for these 3 months when we were on Zoom. Unfortunately, we couldn't be in the same physical space, but still we could somehow get in touch. And Dada, my son, was part of it all the time. So,
and I'm trying to find your... Where is the fog machine? Anyone want to share the fog machine? That was your program. Look, I'm gonna share.
Yeah.
You can tell us, what did you do during your time? Like, you did this incredible project and video, and you dance all the way through, and it's amazing because Ryan has been dancing a lot as well. So I guess I feel you two need to maybe after this, but this was
yeah. So your first question was about the thing that we started talking with you, but maybe for some people it's not understandable. So it happened in Georgia in 2018 when the police raided the biggest and actually the only one safe place for young people and especially for queer people. It was Bastiani, the nightclub, and then thousands of people we went out and started dancing in front of Parliament, and it lasted for several days, and yeah, it started some real changes. But now in this program, I with my friends, this photo is from that project. We like collaborated, and we made a new version of Quinto's dance, which is one of the like historical queer character from our like history and traditions. And this is a part of the costume which was created especially for this video. Hi, y'all. Do you see me or not?
Yeah. Wait, I'm trying to figure out
No,
a
you
way
don't, I guess.
make you happier big on the screen. I don't know how to do that, but this is yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna stop sharing so we can see it well. Show us again.
That's okay. So yeah, I wanted to say hi with this thing, which was like one of the characters of that video, which we created within the program. And I want to inform you that because of pandemic and all the things, some plans have changed. So I was going to use this video, and my friends also, like my friends and colleagues and comrades, they really like this
is not a
project, and
tutorial.
they no. I just want to tell you that so we're very soon we're going to make this video public in Georgia, which didn't happen before. And because we're going to announce Tbilisi Pride 2021 with this video, so it will be really something meaningful and maybe become viral, and we know that it would be something like that. So your program really helped me to do something very important and to think about and to research very important topic for me and for my society and for my movement.
Thank you, Anna.
So thank you very much. And thank you for so many things. Yeah. Sending love.
I'm just wondering if there is, like, look, Jan. Jan is actually making some, like, Jan, what are you doing meanwhile? You've not seen each other for quite a while.
Michaela.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
What are you making, Jan?
I'm doing a big foot of ceramic. A ceramic foot.
Whose foot? Let me see.
Ah, yeah, we can see that. Like, it does look like a foot.
I'm starting in sculpture.
So I wonder, like, did I, like, anyone new that I've not actually spoke to, that because I'm completely lost at this point with the program. So if any of you want to, like, take over the emceeing, you're welcome to do so. No.
We have some more people coming in, no? Or how are we?
Yeah, there is more. There is more coming. There is 1 more hour of like
a long dinner party.
It's like a proper, like Sabine. Come on. Yes. Do you want to do the emceeing? Who wants to do the emceeing? Nobody. I'm kind of loving
Oh my
this.
God, it's Nelly and everyone. Hi, a lot of people that I don't know before. So nice to meet you all. I feel that I'm until now processing what happened with us last year. My experience with University of the Underground was it was a life-changing experience for me. So the University of the Underground is making 1 more year, and I hope that you can do 1 more, 10 more years, 20 more years, and I hope that a lot of people can live the same or better experience that I had, because it was so amazing to connect myself with a lot of people around the world, and went to Egypt. It was a dream coming true. So I hope we can be together soon as possible, because it's so important. And I feel that your work, Nelly, is completely relevant. And please come to Rio. You have my help. You have my work. So I just love University of the Underground, and it's, for me, it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Sabine, we're coming right there. I'm telling you, don't tell me this twice. Next, I'm coming with a plane right into Rio. You know, I mean, this is a thing, actually. If anyone is watching this thing and is working in a plane, and, you know, obviously nobody is using plane at this point in time, then if they want to donate a plane to the University of the Underground, so we can go and pick you all up, you know, and we can kind of like have reunion maybe at some point. We can land someplace, you know, like we can.
And especially people from our program who we didn't meet each other physically. Yeah, and we really need it. Please do something for that.
I need a helicopter.
Until we forget each other, we need to see each other physically.
Yeah.
True.
Yes.
And Fatemeh has just arrived, actually, live from Iran. Where are you, Fateme?
Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh, I really missed you all. Hello, I'm coming from work and a bit tired, but I'm really missed you all. Hey. I prepared something to cheers the birthday.
This is amazing.
Cheers.
What is it? Is it like I'm gonna switch on the candle again because I mean it's a
Yeah.
I mean that's the only candle I found. I mean look at this. Like this is really not like birthday candle. It's like funeral. It's like the funeral candle.
No, it's perfect.
So I mean for
It's good for our program.
you're gonna come and study.
Hello.
So tell us what happened since the program, and also you're gonna come and you've done this incredible project where you use Miro to connect basically dancers together, where actually in Iran, for some people they don't know, but in Iran it's forbidden to dance. So you managed to find a way to actually make that happen through online platform and design new choreography. I mean, it's a fascinating project actually. Look, it's right there. I'm gonna share my screen so you can tell us a bit more. Where are we? We were in Quinto here. Here is Anna.
Yeah, hi Anna.
Michaela is right there. We're gonna come to you, Michaela. She just had an injection.
Yeah, I just got my second.
Oh, yeah. I watched on your Instagram.
It's already on Instagram. Okay, yeah. Look. So we are there. So what you were doing, so you were, like with this triangle, you basically used Miro to design practicing of togetherness as a political act. I mean, this is like
And I should say that I'm keeping on this project some kind with Amelie. I think she's not here anymore. She left the meeting, but yeah, I'm keeping on the project. Right now I'm working on a video. I'm working on making a short film, kinda. It's about a visual letter, which also is connected to Miro. It's a visual letter about, it's a visual letter from me to a choreographer, which has inspired me a lot. And it will be shown in a live performance, I think, I hope. And yeah, also I'm continuing working with Miro. And since then, after the program, the situation even got more stranger here. One of my tutors, Mohammed Abbasi, got arrested here. He's free now, but I think the political situation has been more tense. And yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to apply again for the European universities if the corona crisis helps me and if it goes well. I don't know.
well, hopefully it will go amazingly well. You know.
Yeah, I hope.
I hope. Look, Michaela, like actually now that we have our one and only, you know, like Michaela, now that you have the vaccine, you're the hope somehow.
Yeah, I thought it would give me something, but actually it doesn't. Like in terms of traveling, I'm still stuck right now. I'm supposed to be going back to Amsterdam, and I'm still stuck.
Michaela, I show your picture to all my co-workers when I was at work, and I was like, "Hey, look, my friends are vaccinated."
Yeah, that's funny. But did you have the vaccine? Like, how's it going with the vaccine in Tehran? Are people
No,
getting it?
actually, no, the European vaccine, I think it is forbidden here. I don't know why, but we hope that it goes well.
Yeah.
And how have you been keeping in touch all together with Jan? Jan, why did you remove your video? We love to see you making the food.
Yeah, I took a break.
Like Jan took a building the food.
Hello.
So, so the food is growing. I mean, can you show us as well, like your paintings? Is that your latest paintings there?
Yeah, I can show some of them. How I can change the? Okay, I will like turn the.
Oh, it reminds of our meeting, really.
Yeah, I'm in on doing this botanical anthropomorphic things. So I'm starting this production for an exhibition.
I love them so much. There was this little one that you did with like a surfing board and stuff.
Yeah, that
I
one.
wish I was more like Chris, and I was able to come up with some good entrepreneurial idea to buy you some paint. But no,
nice.
Didn't happen this time. But yeah, amazing. Who else did we
Thank
not
you.
have heard from? I think Michaela, actually, do you want to tell us about this project you've done?
Sure, with my art friend.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, sure. First of all, you get to see my butt. My butt is forever on the internet thanks to this project.
Your butt is on the internet. This is true. This is your butt. Here we go.
It's like on the website, it's like boom. Yeah, I think actually it's funny.
Nice, by the way.
I just presented, thank you. Yeah, it was after sitting on it for like a good 3 months. In the first 3 months of lockdown, I was like, I could have done better,
How
yeah.
this project got to be?
What'd you say?
I say that this is how this project got to be. Like you felt like, what can I do with my ass? I'm just gonna
stick it in the sun.
Just gonna move it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Actually, today I presented my first presentation in my master program, and I was exactly discussing because I was contemplating whether to continue this project or try and combine it with another project for my thesis project. Yeah, I was basically really fascinated by this notion of political dramaturgy, specifically in the Israeli-Palestinian setting or Israeli setting. In this notion of like a narrative and how holidays are used as rituals and perpetuating this narrative. Basically how you invent national identity from scratch from a country that's quite new and didn't really exist before. And that's where this started. What else can I say about it? I had a lot of wonderful conversations. By the way, Nelly, you asked me before if I met someone, and I remembered that I met Fahmi in Amsterdam. Before he went back to Morocco, we had like a nice hangout. Bye, Sabine.
You actually met in Morocco. I mean, that's a nice place to be meeting.
No, not in Morocco. We met in Amsterdam right before he went back to Morocco. It was really nice. Saw some of his stuff.
And I guess Anjali is gone already on her boat. Or Anjali is still there.
Anjali is gone. Yeah, she wrote before.
I'm just wondering, I think I have some picture of the project of Jan as well. Yeah, isn't it? Where are you, Jan? The Kill the World project.
And Gaspar has a birthday today.
Yes, I know. Gaspar Cohen, happy birthday. If you're watching us, happy birthday to you. We've just seen Merv pictures. Where is it? Tuva's work. Jan, Kill the World. There we go. So you made this website, you made all of this sculpture as well. And you were trying to define a new linguistics, a new language that is post-colonial, that is actually, kind of staying away from oppressive systems. And then you basically define your own language. You actually ask dancer, where are you? Is Jan still here?
Yeah.
Jan, speak. Don't let me talk to you. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, you basically tell everything about the project. But yeah, it was very good experience, mainly to that I have this opportunity to work with some friends and some people that I knew because of this work, and the conversations that I have the opportunity to all of the artists and collaborators, and also with the group, not just the tutorials, but the group, we help it a lot in our possibilities, because the pandemic, I think, turned some things impossible to. But yeah, it was great.
And do we have, like, I think we also have Ananya here. Ananya, are you there? Live from India. Are we gonna see you? Ananya? No, yes?
Hello.
Hello! Well, so we were talking, Ananya, about, working from a distance and building a community at a distance. How are you finding it now? You're one of our current students in the New Politics and Afrofuturism program, and you're doing workshops you want to build, a network of radical thinkers, but also poets all over the world.
Yes, I'd love to do that. I mean, I'm on my way to doing that. I mean, I have already introduced many poets all around the world and to each other, and now there's a nexus. And yeah, I've received wonderful piece of poetry from all of them. I have them all compiled with me for the final edition. Like experiences, which is the most important thing to me, at least. Speak about their own experiences and how to heal from those oppression that they faced, and how to build more radical processes just to make the world a better place. And I really appreciate them. And like poetry has always been a very important part of my life, and I'm glad to work on poetry with the University of the Underground.
But I guess this is also why I wanted you to kind of meet with Jan and hear about Jan project, is because you're also looking into worlds, you're looking at, finding ways and new spaces of healing, like you mentioned, away from system of oppression through poetry. And I think this is also something that Jan has investigated with movement and with dance, amongst, sculpture as well and other things. So I guess that's maybe perhaps could lead to a collaboration between you two.
Love that. I love that. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let me try and do this kind of magical thing that you can do on Zoom where I put you together, but then it takes me so much time to actually figure out a way to click you in. Anyway, we might.
Zoom feature again.
You can see each other. Oh, we are seeing Fatima family here.
No, these are not my families. I'm a friend.
Ah la la, well, we really happy.
Friends are another family, actually. So hi.
Well, we really nice to meet you all. Hello.
I love people from Iran so much, so I'm allowed.
Hey, so we have Antoine. Antoine is here. Antoine, bring on this camera with your very strong French accent. I don't think I ever met in my life a strong French accent. And it turns out that I met him at the University of the Underground.
Sorry, I just found the correct Zoom link, something like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
I was on the wrong one.
Yeah, of course, we had to make a glitch, of course. It was part of the deal. If it was to go smooth, it would have been boring. We had to come up with a way to somehow mess up the entire. So, Antoine, can I just ask you, are you going to dance for this birthday party? Because I've been looking forward to this moment. And actually, you and Ryan as well. Ryan is there. I can feel this vibe of dancing movements. Are we having some kind of move?
That's highly probable, possible, but we might need some music. From what I can remember, Michaela had some good DJ skills.
I think that was Anjali. I wish I had good DJing skills.
Okay, but wait, we have the new court here, and Jiaoji is there. Jiaoji, do we have any K-pop? K-pop, Chloe, maybe you can do some kind of singing. Can we have some K-pop singing while they are dancing? Because this is, you know, it's all been like thought through, right? Like I always thought the dance can meet with, you know, no, no dancing.
Dance.
April, come on, put us some music. Like I know you're always listening to like music. Anyone want to share some music so then they can get in the vibe? Or Antoine, I mean, seriously, you don't need any music.
Yeah, Antoine, you should do that.
Okay.
There is no other way.
Welcome to the Zoom room.
Just wait a few seconds.
I can use the sounds of my cooking if you like.
Let's see if Antoine is finding. Okay, this is happening. We are having a strip. This is it. That's the spirit of the birthday party. Okay.
To take one of the 20 layers I got.
Nails, hair, heels, ass, fat lips, real purse, pool, big bills, bitch, I'm a big deal. Legs, face, eyes, then race, thick thighs, you, me, you, wish, new phone, who is, pussy for sports, doing cut, Club is my runway, run bitch, y'all 5, 4, 3, 2s, I'm a one bitch. Girl, what did that girl just say, girl? Girl, I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, and then sashay. Okay. But I don't work for free. No. That's not the tea, hunty. No, so make it rain on me, and I might let you see. But you gonna let them see. My nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels.
My nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair.
Hey, why are you sitting, everyone?
Woo! Okay, I move.
Thank you, Antoine.
Lips, eyes, nose, camera, click, we pose, beat, mug, limp, wrist, VIP, list, wave, blow a kiss. I'm that bitch, sis. Left, right, for the spin, bitch. Where's my sash and crown? Cause I win, bitch. I'm so fab, I'm gone with the wind, bitch. All 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm a 10, bitch. Girl, what did that girl just say, girl? Girl, I dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, and then sashay. Okay. But I don't work for free. No. That's not the tea, hunty. No, so make it rain on me, and I might let you see. But you gonna let them see. My nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels.
My nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels.
Okay, dolls, y'all know what time it is. Come on, everybody on the floor. Everybody on the floor. Now I want you to stretch out those arms, stretch out those legs, stretch out that wrist, stretch out that weave. I don't want to see you dance. I want to see you work. Come on, drop for me, 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 drop tongue pop for me, pop for me, pop tongue pop for me, pop for me, pop tongue pop for me, pop for me, pop tongue pop for me, pop for me, pose 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 for me, pose. Now blink for these hoes, blink for these hoes, blink for these hoes, blink for these hoes. 12 for me, 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 12. Say girl for me, girl for me, say girl for me, girl for me, say girl for me, girl for me, say girl for me, girl for me. Now snap for me, 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 snap. Now clap for me, 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 clap. Give trade for me, 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 trade. Those shade for me, shade for me, shade for me, shade for me, shade. Those shade for me, shade for me, shade for me, shade for me, shade. Now fan for me, 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 fan. Shablam for me, 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 shablam.
That's all.
Whoa! Legendary! Legendary! Exceptional! Wow! This is insane what you can do in your bedroom, Antoine.
That's a real birthday.
It's like it's not even. Yeah.
This is a real birthday. And can I just say, your kid as well is a born dancer. Clearly.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, incredible, incredible. Antoine, are you okay? Have we lost you?
I'm just eating.
Yeah, what's that? Is that an apple, like clementine? Oh, very pure, very pure. This is incredible. Thank you so much, Antoine. I mean, that was an amazing, amazing birthday gift to the University of the Underground. That, you know, I mean, obviously, I wish I had like a smaller candle, you know. Wow. So yeah, Antoine, I guess you've been spending a fair amount of time dancing at the University of the Underground. And then you've been also working with farmers. You want to, you've been
Basically.
Where are you? Here you go. Dancing Sustainable Agriculture, an amazing project that was. Working with rural friends, developing a whole new language with farmers. Yeah.
So basically, what I've started doing is I'm facilitating, let's say, choreo debates. So I try to introduce some popular counterculture dances to like city dwellers that want to leave their city and maybe have a more sustainable lifestyle in the countryside, but their body is not ready because sometimes they try to go to the field and after 2 days they cannot just like cope with the cold or the heat or the muscles. And so I'm trying to bring them some movements that will help get inspired by either traditional dance or counterculture dances. Like for instance, the duck walk from the voguing is quite good to manage to keep your back straight when you're leveraging heavy weights. There are plenty of contemporary dances that also get inspired by traditional rural dances. So it brings them insights of different counterculture, traditional culture, queer culture, and it helps them strengthen their body, open their mind. And I've led like something like 4 workshops. I'm supposed to go facilitate another one next week, but with a lockdown, that's not sure.
So the project is still happening. That's really exciting.
I keep on interviewing dancers and farmers. I keep on organizing debates about and choreo. It's choreo. I mix choreo and debates with people, but not much is happening because there are little opportunities to go and have like organized meetings.
So I know that Inwen is working on doing some workshops and stuff. I feel like, you know, and our workshops are all about play. I think there is some collab. So like Inwen.
Okay.
And like the new cohort, we're getting into the new cohort now. They're still working. They are making their way through the process of putting their own project together. And Inwen is working on play and defining new ways, I mean, new systems of play. New systems or not no systems, breaking the systems through play. I think that's more your project. That's more your mantra, isn't it? Don't you need like an Antoine into your workshops? I mean, the cigarette is not going to help, Antoine, let me tell you, to get your breath back.
I'm not that tired. That's a candle you asked for.
Yeah, I mean, in normal days, yes, but so where are we? Inwen, let me see.
Hey, I can hear you.
So these are help? in the process of creation with your own project?
Yes, yeah. So I'm exploring the potential play in the imagination to affect systemic transitions. That's where we are now. We're in a systemic transition. We're in that moment where it feels like there could be some real change. So yeah, I'm looking at how to use play and imagination to stimulate the minds of the change makers and leaders, get them to think about thinking differently through play. So yeah, some conversations around Antoine, around movement and activity would be really useful actually, because like with everybody else, we're in the middle of COVID and everybody is virtual. So not really ideal
but
ideal situation for play, but here we are.
Well, okay, so talking about dancing, let's speak about K-pop. Do we have Chloe and Xiaoji here? Let's bring in K-pop. Let's bring in, where are they? Xiaoji, yes.
Hi.
Okay, what's happening with our K-pop band?
Yes, Lily and Fred, your new K-pop band is here. I'm Lily. I'm not sure where's Fred. So yeah, in our project, we are trying to claim what's the border of K-pop and maybe try to identify some of the existing issues in the K-pop culture and K-pop industry, and to see how can we use recreation to maybe deal with those issues and maybe start a conversation like with people who are in the industry and who have K-pop as a hobby. And yeah.
So, and how is that going for you, K-pop? And maybe explain what K-pop is, because I must say, like, I didn't knew the term K-pop. I know. Yeah. Well, I didn't. So do you want to explain what K-pop?
Okay, now I need to Google.
Are you actually Googling K-pop?
Yeah.
Korean pop, right?
Yes, Korean pop.
What? Sorry, I got some issues in it. Like K-pop is just like it's like a genre. Like it started with Korea and it's like inspired by many. What?
Well, Xiaoji, I think you're having this is the pressure of the live. I think this is maybe we wait for Fred to come back and give us some K-pop, because to be fair, it's not actually you're part of the band, but it's not really the project, that one.
I would like to talk about K-pop.
Who wants to?
I do. Mark.
Live from Ecuador. Tell us what's happening.
Because K-pop, I wasn't interested in K-pop at all, but it helped me feel much better when I was really depressed at some point. And I actually started investigating about cultural industries and the relevance and the positive aspects that the socio-economical aspects of K-pop and some other stuff. And I think that K-pop, more than a genre right now, it's an industry, right? And it gives a lot of money and it has a lot of beauty standards, but at the same time, it has moved the Korean culture to other countries. And for example, BTS has been awarded in so many ways, with political medals, even because K-pop has helped get together cultures. And the same happens with reggaeton, for example, and those sort of mainstream and pop music, which I think it's fascinating. And yeah, I love K-pop now. I'm a K-pop fan.
Well, yeah,
really I really like it.
There is a band. There is at the University of the Underground, we now have a K-pop band. But I think you should drop. Xiaoji, do you want to drop the video? Can you just share the video into the chat section?
Let me actually find it, because I'm more like one of the, in the K-pop industry, there's this big industry and the company that control the people who perform. I'm more on the side that I'm being controlled to perform. I'm not really on the side of protection. So I'm like the poor So I will try to find it, but I'm not sure if I actually know where the link.
Give us the link, because I know that there was a link, but maybe Chloe is gonna come back to life and share it with us. But Sarah here, Sarah, my God, she made it with us. We're so happy to have you back, Sarah, Abib, everyone. Yes.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see everyone. Nice to be back.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
University of Undergrad is an Aquarius, which makes sense because Aquarians are like visionary thinkers.
There you go. Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, I'm an Aquarius. That's probably why I think they're so amazing. The humanitarian. We're in the age of Aquarius now, which is why like we're going through all the turbulence and stuff. And apparently we were in the age of Pisces before, and Pisces is a sign of Christianity, which is why Christianity was dominant. You can attach these things if you want and see connections, or maybe there's just coincidences, but I'm not sure.
So tell us, Sarah, because I mean, obviously we're going to put you on the spot now. And what are we usually putting you on the spot with? But I don't want you to think that you can get away just with one song at the University of the Underground and make it complicated. But the bottom line is you came up with an interesting like Christmas song.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think you should go for it. I think.
All right. I mean,
they don't know. A lot of the current or former students don't know you, and I feel like
that's true. But also to sing Christmas songs outside of Christmas, isn't it bad luck?
Okay, but come up with a new song. Then you have like 20 minutes. Yeah, you have 20 minutes to come up with a new song before we finish. So
I'll just do the Christmas song then.
No pressure. But pressure make diamond. Remember?
Yeah.
Like I give you 20 minutes, and then
what's the topic? What's the topic?
I mean, the topic is birthday celebration.
All right.
Let's be optimistic. Let's say happiness. A better up,
Yeah. All right. 20 minutes.
Okay, you have 20 minutes.
Cool.
Go.
All right.
Go prep. Okay, so that's that. You can put us on mute if you need, if that disturbs you in your thinking process. So I'm just wondering who else want to talk about their current project. Annan. Okay, Annan. Here you go. It's coming to you. So Annan, you're working to try and teach kids how to think beyond borders, to actually like literally delayed borders. So
Well,
you came up with a comic book
like older kids.
for older kids. Yeah, but where is a comic book? Show us.
Because grown-ups read comics too.
Huh?
But it's a bit of social dreaming through comics to imagine a world without borders, or to make an argument for a world without borders, because any conversation about borders is so polarized. And it's never a complete picture enough to give it a proper give it a proper space to have a conversation about it. And so, I mean, during COVID times, every single social issue has been given this renewed urgency. So I thought that I should push this one forth, because this is a thing that's completely normalized.
And so you remember that talking about Pressure McDiamond, you were given a big task last week, actually, not by myself, but by one of your colleagues of your cohort. She said to you, she said, Adnan, you should every single week make a new comic, she said to you. And then we said to each other, this is a great production line for you.
Yes.
And every week you're going to make a new interview and a new comic.
Yeah.
How is that going, I wonder, Adnan?
I think the conversation was more about making this a long-term project where this becomes an ongoing series of publication. So in that spirit, yes, I've agreed to it in spirit. As Zauji mentioned to me, that's like a marriage to make that agreement. So I'm working through that commitment. So perhaps you might see some semblance of that commitment in the future.
Can you show us anything? Can we see something, Adnan?
I would like to refrain from doing anything right now. Perhaps later.
Okay. Well, you have 10 minutes to come up with something. Okay, come on. This is like the time of the challenge now. 10 minutes, it's coming to you. 10 minutes to draw something. And April, meanwhile, is going to tell us about how becoming a mushroom is going. So April, everyone is working on a project to look at the network developed by fungus and mushroom and how that can inform a new ways of communicating between humans, how that can like build a new structure for communication and conversation, and specifically trauma and difficult communication. So
Yeah, it's developing. Sorry, I'm actually cooking mushrooms at the moment.
Cooking mushroom.
Yeah, I'm cooking some mushrooms. Here we go. It's all part of my experimentation, you see. But yeah, no, I've been looking into fungus and mycelium and slime molds. I had a whole evening of slime mold last night, and basically the way in which they harbor intelligence. It's a very primitive form of intelligence, and but they have no central nervous system or brains. And I think as I interview more and more professors about mushrooms, what's emerging is that they're such simple creatures but live such complex lives. They're run by, they basically can replicate Tokyo's efficient travel systems by like finding the direct food paths. Yeah, I don't know. Basically, it's still in research phase at the moment, but if anybody's interested, let me know. I'd love to chat to you about it in more
So
detail.
you're not yet a mushroom.
Not yet.
Because it would have been great that for the 4th year's anniversary of the University of the Underground, somehow you metamorphose into a mushroom, and then we have the first ever mushroom at the University of the Underground, like human.
The actual project's about the networks under the ground, not the actual mushrooms themselves. But I will get you a mushroom costume for your 5th birthday.
Oh, I mean, don't promise something if you don't deliver.
I'll
because
promise.
I will remember. I'm like an elephant. I always remember everything. So,
I'm gonna make a mushroom. I'm gonna send it to you.
This is amazing. Whoa! And Malena has been putting the candle up. Malena, you're back with us. Oh my God, Malena.
Hello.
Hello. You are yourself a happy birthday. We are like literally not even seeing you because you became the candles.
I became the candle. I think if I go here, you can see me. No.
This is amazing to see you with all these candles, Male. How are you?
What did you ask? Sorry.
So how are you? I've heard that you have a leak going on.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. I'm smiling, but my house looks like a construction zone. It's horrible. But it's okay. It's celebrating. I have wine. I'm sure it's gonna be okay.
So you're celebrating this. So what happened? So tell us.
Yes. There's people coming in and out. There's plumbers coming in and out. I don't know what happened. Like water started coming out of the ceiling in my bedroom, and it's been like that for the whole afternoon.
Wow. Okay, that sounds epic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the thing about you, Male, is we never know if it's real or it's fake because your entire project has been about, conspiracy theory.
Exactly. Alternative facts.
So alternative reality. So are we actually into an alternative reality story that you put together? Or is that actually a real thing that we are experiencing right now?
It might be. I'm starting to believe that the government is plotting against me and they're kind of messing with the pipes in my flat in London to get me, to do something. I don't know what yet. That's what I need to figure out.
But Malena, when you were studying, you developed this whole project. Actually, wait, look at this, a miracle of cameras. We actually have videos these days. I have it right there. You made this project called Conspirational. Can you see? I cannot even see if you guys are seeing anything. Is this even working? Where are you? Where am I? Big questions that we are asking today for the 1st year's anniversary. You can see? Yeah. Can you see that? Okay, here we go. So that's your project, Marina.
Yeah.
Right there. So it's called
Conspiratorial Mythologies.
And so you were looking at conspiracy as a new form of myth and mythology, and how they could build, how you could kind of hack into the conspiracy theorist system by building new alternative, you know, using the genre of conspiracy, how you could hack into their own community to build new narrative within it.
And also finding new ways of disseminating this story. So if you consider these conspiracy theories as fictions, that in the same way as religious narratives and mythologies reflect a little bit like what our deepest fears are as a society, I was wondering, why are we, or kind of like my whole research question revolved around, why are we trying to tell these stories as anything other than actually fictions? So I took the structure of Greek tragedies and also did some narrative objects and reimagined conspiracy theories, telling them through Greek tragedies. So found the archetypes, the heroes, and the underlying themes in all of these narratives to try and retell them.
And you even went into Finland to find the people that thought that Finland never existed.
Yeah, I actually went to Finland to work with the Geospatial Research Institute, because way at the beginning of my research, I thought that by providing like an empirical evidence that Finland actually existed, I could destroy this conspiracy theory that claims that Finland is not a real country. So I went and worked with the people who are actually measuring Finland and making sure that it's where it's supposed to be. It was a lot of fun, but then I discovered quite quickly that there's no way of convincing conspiracy theorists that countries are real. It doesn't matter how much evidence you provide. So I went another route.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us, and we hope that the leak is gonna, you know, get better. I just wonder if we have Chloe here to also bring in some K-pop spirit in this, because we're gonna finally. Okay, and do we have Xiaoji? Xiaoji, are you here?
Xiaoji. I have a question for Malena. Malena, talking about conspiracy theories, what do you think about COVID? Who do you think created it, or what do you think about it? Like,
it's been a super interesting year for conspiracy theories. I think I don't think somebody created COVID. I think well, like any virus, is the result of years, maybe millions of years of mutation, and it just happened to find itself, the virus, right, in the right place at the right time, and then got us all. But it's been quite interesting. I think the anti-vaxxers are having a comeback this past year. And it's been interesting how, I think what I find the most interesting about these stories is they all start merging at one point. So you can start finding all of these common points. Everybody starts blaming the same people for all of our problems. So it's been interesting, but I don't think COVID has been created. Do you think it has been manufactured by someone?
Yes, I do. I
Really?
do believe that. Yes, and but I saw a graphic the other day, and it was about how many years it's gonna take for it to reach us all, and it's like, make me a comic, Adnan, now.
Wow, Adnan, I mean, you just saved us from this very intense discussion about whether or not COVID has been invented, which I think is going to be a part of the new program we're going to run on religion. I think whether or not COVID has been invented, is that in itself a myth? Is that a ritual? Is that a new face? But meanwhile, we've got Adnan that managed to put some love into this. This is incredible. I didn't realize I was that round yet, but I can come across rounded, maybe, which is a nice thing, you know, to be coming. So anyway, moving on into Chloe and Xiaoji. Are we ready for this K-pop? We are 5 minutes before the end of this intense celebration, intense birthday party. Are we gonna get a K-pop performance live at the University of the Underground? What is happening?
Do you guys
I don't know if everyone is ready for the K-pop presentation.
Well, just put us the video, drop us the video. We can also look at the video and see this incredible.
Okay. Should we watch it together?
I mean, personally, I will always go for live, right? I mean, Antoine just went proper. Anan just did his piece as well. Chloe, come on. Xiaoji, where are you? Show us.
Yeah, maybe if Xiaoji's up, we can live karaoke it.
Xiaoji, come back.
Did she run away?
Here we go. She's here. She's right there. Okay, this is happening, everyone, live at the University of the Underground. Today, we are having the first ever live performance of the band Fred and Lily, I think. Is that like they're so well known that, yeah, Fred and Lily, first ever performance.
Xiaoji, are you gonna karaoke perform with me?
Like sing? I don't think I can sing right now, actually.
No, like I'll just play the song and we can karaoke perform it.
I'm in pajama. Maybe it's not. Let's play the video, maybe.
Okay. Should I share?
In PGs.
Okay,
wait. You want me to share my screen?
Yeah, maybe you can share it. I just put the link on the chat.
Yeah, but if I share it, I don't think we can see you doing the.
It's okay. Maybe we can just watch the video.
No. What? I mean.
Hey, boy. Fred and Lily in your area. 有人在哭泣，有人在歌唱，有人生来有想抱，有人在奋斗，有人在幻想，有人一生没吃饱。他们只想做，他们只想有，他们买了壮阳药。我们不能说，我们不能做，我们生活不美好。The tree goes to the west, the river cannot flow. Green got underdog, 그들은 지적에다 left, 그들은 지적에다 right. 그들은 항상 가지고 있어다. Big houses. 우리는 할수 없어 the fuck. 우리는 할수 없어 the scream. Our life needs a condom. 我们的生活多美 Look at how great our life is. Look at you. 我们的生活多美好 Look at how great our life is. 우리 삶이 얼마나 위대한지 보세요. Whoa, man, this shame. Whoa, man, how life is so great. La 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 la. Life is so great. La 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 la.
I mean, so powerful that was. Life is so great. That was like, it's crazy what we can do with a bush. For all of
You can do a lot of things with a bush.
So much can happen with some bushes. So, Chloe, but seriously, with K-pop, you're trying to like break down the financial system. You're trying to enter into the cities and have conversation with, economists. Am I right?
I'm trying, yeah, and or some organizations.
K-pop as a mean, yeah.
Yeah, actually, this weekend I was hanging out with the K-pop dance crew in La Défense, and I watched them and filmed them how they prepare and practice to make dance cover videos, and they all do it in La Défense, which is the economic kind of district of Paris. So that's actually kind of interesting connection, yeah.
But okay, well, look, Chloe, we can't wait to know what's gonna happen with you and La Défense and and K-pop. But meanwhile, to close this birthday party, we have Sarah Habib here, and she's gonna, well, she performed to us the most amazing Christmas song in 2020. And today, on the 2nd of February 2021, the 4th year anniversary of the University of the Underground, she's gonna perform you know, a song that she just came up with, and we can't wait. So
I'm really proud of it, to be honest. So it goes along the tune of "It's Your Party and You'll Cry If You Want To." But I don't know if you guys know that song, but that's an old song. Okay. I can't sing, by the way, but a lot of people know that who are on the same cohort as me, but fuck it. Okay. It's your birthday and you'll change the world. World because you have to. World because you have to. You would too if you were as fantastic as you. Aquarians are visionaries and you prove the rule to be true. The energy and positivity of University Underground is the thing that's fucking fantastic. Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Can you share the lyrics and let's all try to sing together somehow?
Hey, what a miracle. Spot on time as well. Like you finished it at 8 sharp. I mean, this is what we call professionalism here. Phenomenal. It was an absolute pleasure to see you all. You know, I cannot even begin to tell you how much I miss you all, how much of an incredible experience it's been to meet every single one of you and to be a part of a tiny, tiny part, you know, of your journey in life. Has been like one of my greatest honor. So yeah,
thank
so
you so
much for being here. Massive love to you all. Thank you. We're gonna stop here, but we will do more anniversary, hopefully many, many, many more. Massive love to you all. Bisous. Bye, bye, bye. All over the world. Bisous,
Bye.
That's really bye.
Bisous. Happy birthday to you all as well. Happy 2021. Bisous. Bisous, bisous. How do we stop this thing? I don't even know. And this is a happy birthday. Here we go.